What's up, everybody? My name is Brendan Sparks. Welcome to the channel. If you're looking to start and grow on YouTube, you came to the right place. I want to thank everybody that's here in the live stream that's been waiting. And if you're watching this on replay, just go ahead and skip over. I'm going to put timestamps in here. What we're doing today is channel reviews. What this is going to do, it's going to help you get those views and subscribers because people are going to see the customization. They're going to be drawn. Let's just think about it as first impressions of somebody seeing your videos, let alone your thumbnails. And that's what I want to go over today. I want to take a look at some of the channels that are making improvements. And also, if you're new here, I just want to thank you for being here. And as many of you know, I have a special guest with me, Tiffany Day, and phenomenal channel. And me and her are working together on this. And I'm just really excited and I'm pumped. And let's go ahead and bring her in. Tiffany, what's going on?
Hey, thank you for having me.
Yes, and for anybody that's not familiar with your channel, can you let everybody know real quick?
Yeah, so I'm Tiffany. I run the channel Navigating YouTube. It's all about helping you rank in search and grow organically. That's kind of like the bread and butter. So if you come to my video, we're going to talk a lot about how to grow your channel using search, how to gain views or subscribers, all using search, because at the end of the day, YouTube is a search engine, the second largest, owned by the first, which is Google. And if you're not using search, you're missing out on the huge part of the algorithm that YouTube is. It's programmed literally to be a search engine.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for coming by. Appreciate it. And we're going to have an announcement that we'll let everybody know here in a little bit. So I'm excited for that. Lots of good stuff. And I love channel reviews. And I always let people know this because it's an easy way, I feel like, for even me and Tiffany to give back to the community. And there's so many things, so many ways to grow on YouTube. That's why we have full channels on this stuff. But look, this is a great way for you to show off your channel, show off those improvements, like I said, but also we can look at those thumbnails. We can look at all that without diving into the analytics of things, which I would have to say that's what the creators need to do. That's what you need to do, is look at your analytics. But we'll talk a little bit about views and subscribers and stuff like that, a platform that you can use to get more views and subscribers. So we'll be talking about that in a little bit too, but I'm going to say what's up to everybody in the chat. Let's see, 1 hour to go in Power Code said. So like I'm saying, we got people hanging around. Reagan V Films, one of our new moderators. Thank you, Reagan, for being here. Another great channel, making a lot of moves. We got James Pruitt here. What's up, friend? AliFatCat. What's up? What's up? K in the life. And I know a lot of you guys, I'm sure, are coming over from Tiffany's channel too. So like I said, that's a lot of support, and I appreciate you guys taking the time to stop by. Shards of Gaming, hello, what's going on? Let's see, the Striker 147. Ayo, what's up, dudes? Yeah. Okay, lots of support in the chat. Let's see. Make sure I'm not missing anybody. I don't know if I said K in the life, but thank you for joining us too. Yeah, and that's what it's all about, guys. It's all about community and growing that community. And that's what really inspired me after watching a lot of Tiffany's videos on her channel. And if you want to find Tiffany's videos, make sure you check the link in the description. And that way you guys can head over there, watch some videos, and subscribe to her channel too. Because I'm telling you right now, you will be definitely inspired by those videos, and there's so much there. There's so much there, and she's been doing this for a long time.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Eric Day, hello. Thank you for joining us. Let's see here. Call me Ender. Always here to support. Thank you so much. All right, cool. And if you guys have any questions, that's a big one that I really like to do in these is, look, this is also a great opportunity for Q&A. So yes, we're doing channel reviews, but go ahead and ask those questions. This is an easy way for us to answer them. And what I also want to say is, everybody that's here, let's work together. So if somebody has a question, you've been around on YouTube for a long time, don't feel afraid to go ahead and answer those questions. And as well as when we're pulling up channels, I'm really big on that because it's a community. Me and Tiffany, we're only two people, but if we all work together in this live stream to give that feedback, that's way more powerful. And let's see here. Lucha's Lifestyle. Hey, thanks for joining. The Keensleys. Hello. Maybe I said that wrong. Maybe the K is silent. Is it the Kisleys or the Nisleys? Knisleys? Okay, I'm gonna mess that one up. Maybe you can help me with that one. But I want to thank you for being here. All right, cool. This week has been one of the craziest weeks of my life. Shards of Gaming, why is that? Let me know. Let me know. Why has this been the craziest week of your life? And I think I just hit 400 subscribers. Now, many of you that's part of my channel, you guys may know that I don't really look at subscribers as my goals. I look at achieving everything in between that helps gain subscribers. But it's just super cool, and I just want to acknowledge all of you that have hit subscribe. I just want to let you know I appreciate you. Terrell and the fam 2.0, thank you for being here too. And we already got a bunch of submissions. So Tiffany, yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun.
Okay. I just added the form link in the chat as well, just in case nobody knew it was in your description.
All right.
So, if you see me looking over to the side, it's my other computer that I'm replying to comments on. I'm not ignoring you guys.
That's right there. Yeah. Cool. So I can't really in StreamYard. It doesn't really show me with the blue, or it doesn't let me pin that comment. So, but I would like to do that. The Niceleys. Okay. Hi. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you for that. Thank you. Yeah. And my first name's Brendan, but I've been called Brandon, Brendan. I mean, you name it. So I'm always very specific when I'm saying people's names. I don't want to screw that one up. And for everybody that's here, don't feel afraid. I really appreciate anybody's support. If you guys share this out to your communities, your Facebook, Instagram, let people know, especially if you know somebody else that's looking to get their channel reviewed. I'd really appreciate that. But Tiffany, let's see. Would you like to let people know what's going to go down next week?
Oh, yes. I'm actually really excited. So, funny story. I always write a list of, I always call it my hit list, a list of dream companies I want to work with and a list of dream creators I want to work with. And one of those creators reached out to me in an email like 24 hours after I wrote the list asking if I would be down to collab. I don't even think I told you that. So me and Brendan will be doing a collab together about how to collab. And I think it's amazing because we have, it's not a huge subscriber difference, but there's a subscriber difference, and I know some people can feel like intimidated or scared to reach out, and like I just hope this really comes together to give you guys inspiration that you don't need to be intimidated by vanity metrics. That's what they're called, subscribers, views, all of that. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. What matters is the value that you guys can bring to each other and each other's community. So we are so excited. I'm excited to do this collab with you and bring our communities together even more, and hopefully do more of these types of collabs together, either on my channel, your channel, whatever it is.
Absolutely. And we talked, I mean, the title in this video too is how to get more subscribers and views. And while we're not going to get into all the specifics on collaborations, because that's what that video is going to be for, it definitely is a great one. And I love what you said about the value of your channel. I told people when I started, even when I was live streaming, I had nobody in my live streams. When I had videos, hardly had any views. The thing is, in the back of my head, I'm like, well, it'll come eventually. But I never valued myself or my channel based upon subscribers. So for all of you guys here, exactly what Tiffany said, whether you're looking at sponsorships, whether you're looking at, making deals with companies, stuff like that, don't be afraid to reach out, because even if Tiffany said, look, maybe continue on and grow a little bit more, you'll get that, I'm sure. But what happens if you just try and don't value yourself based upon subscribers? And especially if you're looking at those sponsorship deals, because I'll tell you right now, there's actually a lot of companies that are looking for smaller channels rather than big channels, ones that they don't have to pay, but they can send you free products, stuff like that. And as you're growing your channel and building those sponsorships, great way to get free stuff and build connections. But don't be afraid. Like Sean Cannell says, smash fear in the face, right? Just
isn't that what I think I called you too? I was like, you remind me of just like today's age Sean Cannell, I swear. I'll stick with that too. Whenever I'm like, he reminds me of like Sean Cannell. Like that's how I can describe you.
Hey, that's that. I don't know if you could say anything better, honestly. I really appreciate that. Meeting him in Las Vegas, you know, there's some people that have a glow. And you've had babies, and you know, same thing with like pregnant women. You're like, wow, like she's glowing. Like that's like when I looked at Sean Cannell, I was like, wow, like there's Sean Cannell. And I'm not one of those guys. I went to him like, what's up, man? You know, but it was just definitely an inspiration for me. It was one of the first channels I found when I started. But I think that I tell people too, like knowing my value, I get to do this with creators. Same thing with you. We're not humongous channels, so we get to go through this journey, especially for me, in the journey of monetization, or, you know, the journey of just being a smaller channel. I think at least for right now, it's super cool because I don't need to remind myself of what it was like of the day in and day out grind, because we're going through that, you know? So let's see here. Call Me Under says, oh, if anyone is looking for some lighting that's cheap, I recommend Newer. Yeah, absolutely. That's a good point. I like Newer a lot. And my wife actually had that ring light, and I've actually been using it for my videos. So, and you can get those off Amazon for a great price. I might actually have a link in the description for that, actually.
Jamal said he met Sean too, and now I'm really jealous that both of you guys have met Sean. I'm not gonna lie, when I was in Vegas, I was like keeping my eye out. Like we were like downtown, and I'm like, this looks like the wall he takes pictures at. I just randomly run into him today.
Yeah, I always like go to the grocery store, and I'm like, I don't know, maybe today. I don't know, maybe today, but it was really cool. It was just one of those random things. He's like, hey, we'll be in Vegas this weekend, and I was like, well. Yeah, I had to let my wife know. I'm like, I don't know what we have planned, but we don't anymore. And but it was cool, and I met meeting Heather Torres and all that. Shards of Gaming, thank you so much for that. I appreciate that a lot. And let's see. Well, Tiffany, if you're ready, I'm ready.
I'm ready. Let's review a channel.
Let's do it. All right, so. Just so for the point of the timestamps, so now we're going to go ahead and get started with our channel reviews. The first one that we're going to pull up today is going to be Brian Herwing. Now, we've pulled up his channel before, but it looks like there's been some improvements there. So let's see here. Banner, logo, and niching down on the content. So I love to see this. I love to see channels coming back and taking the time, like I said, to make those improvements. So okay. Hey, Tiffany, could you hear that, by the way? Could you hear his channel playing in the background?
Like small, faintly. Nothing, yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so let's go ahead and share screen. And look, if you guys are trying to live stream and you don't know what to use, so I use Streamyard, and this is an absolutely amazing software to use, and you don't need a great computer. That's what really inspired me to do this. I actually started with Streamlabs Melon, but now I use Streamyard. So make sure you guys check out the link in the description. It is completely free, but of course, paying for the monthly is going to give you a lot of incentives. I
just went up to the monthly and I love it. Like the branding and all of that. Oh, it's so nice.
Absolutely. All right, cool. So here we go. This is Brian Herwing. And let's go ahead and scroll up to the channel and let me see that again, what those improvements were. And looks like, okay, so banner, logo, and niche down on the content. So Brian, thank you for filling out the form. And let me know what you guys think based upon the banner. Tiffany, your thoughts?
I like it. I mean, it's simple, to the point. You know, your name, I mean, I never understand, like, do we have to have our name in the banner? Because our name is literally underneath the banner. So I do like that you have your logo of, you know, the BH there, and all things tech and gadgets. You did say, though, that you niched down. So I would just kind of ask, what did you niche down to? And what do you mean by all things tech and gadgets? Because that's still a pretty broad term. My husband is into tech and stuff. And so I understand that world as well. And there's a lot.
Yeah, I think when you're, when you're talking niching down and you're saying all things tech, that's about as broad as it gets. So I'm interested. I'm interested to see, Brian, when we pull up your videos, maybe it's the video content itself. Maybe you picked a topic, so we'll take a look at that. But let's just see. And a lot of times we don't even need to play videos in order to see. This is definitely one of those things where, and I got a channel review before, and they were able just to, I think it might have been video influencers at one point. And it makes a lot of sense because, you know, having the headshot here, but you can see that he's using video overlays, things of that nature. So that's where you're definitely going to be doing. So 1 week ago at 1,100 views, I think that's really
pretty
outstanding.
Good.
Yeah.
What's his subscriber count?
Looks like they're hidden. So
I don't understand channels that hide your subscriber count. You should be proud of every single subscriber you have, and your community likes to see you grow. I promise.
Yeah.
My students, I tell them if their account's hidden, I'm like, go hide it, or I'm not going to help you next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to just be proud of that number. We all started at 0. Even Sean with 1 million subscribers now started at 0.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's something I've never really understood either. I did an experiment and I didn't see any difference. I did it just to see because people were asking. But the only reason that I think channels are asking that is because, just like you mentioned, it's that fear of people not looking at the value of your content rather than, you know, the number of subscribers, which I feel you on that. But like you said, Tiffany, I think if you have 10 subscribers, be proud of that. And if people see that you have 10 subscribers, maybe they're going to share that out. Hopefully they get you to 25. And I always feel that way. If I find a video in a channel where I'm like, wow, that was great, I want to support that channel. So,
yes. And also too, us trying to give you advice right now, I can't really give you advice and tell you which topics to continue to target because I see you have 34 views, 1,000 views, and 240 views. Yet I don't know your subscriber count. So if you only have 200 subscribers, yeah, that 1,000 views, it's like, okay, tackle that. But, you know, if you have 50,000 subscribers, we're going to have to look at something a little bit different. So also from a advice standpoint, unhiding your subscriber count is really important.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. And, you know, I always like to ask the question. So I don't think Brian is in the chat right now, which is just fine. But I would like to ask, you know, the question is, a lot of people say, hey, I had this video and I got a lot of views. Why is that? And that's something that I can't answer. Brian, that's only something that you can answer. So I would definitely say, look at your analytics. And I don't know whether you're, because we can always pay for ads, things like that. But I'm just asking the question of why? Why is that? And a lot of times it could be the thumbnail switch up. It can be the content itself. But when we're talking specifically views, usually it's going to be revolved around keyword research and thumbnails. But yeah, I mean, 1.1 thousand views. If you just uploaded that video and you got those views, double up on that and look at that. I'm interested to see what your click-through rate is and things of that nature, because I see you got shorts views here. So that's really good. But I don't know. It's just it's a sharp thumbnail, so I could definitely see that. I like the whole point to the phone. So I mean, your thumbnails really, they're pretty good. And looking at the content starting 6 months ago, like I said, I don't know how many subscribers you have, but I mean, you're off to a great start.
Yeah, and just another thing following up on the niching down, just looking at this quick snapshot, Apple Watch seems to be a topic of interest out of all his videos.
Agreed. Yeah, agreed. So, and it's hard to say really that, you know, now you're niching down because, I mean, there's only so many videos, but I mean, it looks like, okay, 598 views based upon the Apple Watch, once again, like you said. But I see what you're saying. It looks like he's really starting to hit up the whole watch thing, and I think he could be onto something. But just be aware of that. See, I wouldn't even made this iPhone 12 Pro video. I would have just kept hitting up the watch. Yeah, especially if you're looking at niching down, because going from that to the phone necessarily isn't niching down. So ride that train until that train stops. But I always say too, if you don't want to be the watch guy, that's fine, but get that growth from it, and then go ahead and do the switch up.
Yeah. I mean, look at iJustine. She was known as the iPhone girl forever. And now if you look at her channel, she's doing camera reviews, Android reviews, things like that. But she started being known as that one thing, being known for her love of iPhones and, you know, products. So that's when you like niche down in the beginning, this is the time when you only have about 10 videos. Be known for that one thing, blow up your channel, and then branch out to more topics of interest. Bam.
That's why I got you here, Tiffany. Money.
I do this all day.
Hey, give advice in my sleep. I'm gonna say what's up to a few more people that are here in the chat. So Adrian Rose, thank you so much for joining us. Go through it. Eric Day, Red Dirt Picker, lots of good friends here. Let's see, Lone Star Picker. Hey, what's up, man? Kelly Resar Lewis, that's my boy. Thank you so much for being here. Always appreciate your support, brother. And so let me see what else. Make sure I didn't miss anything else here. So it was niche down, logo, and banner. Okay. Well, Brian, I hope that was helpful to you. I think that there's a lot of tips there. I think that you're definitely on the right route, man. Just keep posting videos. And I'm reading you guys in the chat here too. I know that Tiffany's helping out with that. Thank you. But my ADD is strong. But yeah. So I just don't want to lose.
Multitasking, so this is perfect.
Oh, man, we'll just make our own channel together.
Right? Yeah, we got this. We'll be the new Sean and Benji. There you go.
Hey, see? The new video influencers. SweetChemicals. Hey, thanks so much for being here. I had something in my head. Oh, Call Me Under says, I recommend making thumbnails pop more. You know, Call Me Under, my only thing with that comment, though, is for a channel that only had so many videos, now I don't know if videos were deleted or not, but they actually were really, really good for a channel that only had, I don't know, what was it, 12 videos or something. So, but that's good to note, and hopefully that'll help Brian too. So thank you for your feedback.
Yeah, and don't forget, everyone's niche is different. You know, we both come from two different niches to what we're doing now. You were more in the family, I did more motherhood, and those thumbnails, if you saw my motherhood channel, completely different than my thumbnails over on navigating YouTube. And that's because you're competing with those videos in search. And so you have to just look at the style, look at the top 3 videos, and then kind of like grasp the style that people tend to lean towards from there. So if your, you know, niche is all about bright colors and whites and, you know, neons, the tech niche isn't really like that. They're more dark and, you know, the muted colors. So it totally is different.
100%. And so what you're telling me, Tiffany, is my whole theme is probably all screwed up. But, you know, but to be honest with you, like I wanted to stand out in a way. And I think there is that though too. But I have so many things to adjust on my channel. But
I mean, definitely don't blend in. You know, when you look at those top 3, I always look at what are they all doing the same that's working and how can I stand out? And that's as simple as like every thumbnail in this search term is red, I'm going to do blue. You know, like doing opposite colors. Everyone's talking about like, oh, do this. You know, I'm going to say, don't do this. Like things like that. Just, you know, how can you stand out, but still maintain that same style within the niche?
1000%. And that brings up an idea for me, and that's just bringing up Tubebuddy, because when we're looking at comparing the competition, that's what that reminded me of. Well, once again, Tubebuddy, guys, link in the description. If you're not doing keyword research, get started today. And on that note, Tiffany also has many videos on Tubebuddy to help you get started as well. So I've done a couple. I'm going to start building up my playlist with more Tubebuddy because I absolutely love it. So if you're not doing keyword research, start today and make those changes to your channel because it's going to be a huge difference. But just like Tiffany said, every niche is different, but Tubebuddy makes it easy for you when you're going ahead and typing in those keywords in your keyword research, and it pulls up all the channels that have made similar videos based upon your keywords. So that's super powerful because, for instance, we just seen with Brian Herwing how he had that arrow pointing to the phone. Well, that's really good note to take, because what's your competition doing? Are they actually putting the word iPhone in there? Or are they just showing the iPhone? Are they showing their face in the iPhone? And it's stuff like that where you can look at your competition. You can see that top 10 and what has really worked for them.
Yes. Thank you. I know I'm talking. Thank you, Kay. She said the last video on Tubebuddy I did. I think you did a similar one that same week, right? On Tubebuddy, like how to actually use it or something.
Me? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I did a live stream, and but yes, I did. I started seeing so many people asking the questions, and so yeah, I decided to do like a 2-hour live stream on Tubebuddy. So
got it. Okay, SweetChemicals says, I can't wait for my channel to get reviewed. They're like hurrying us along.
Oh, that's how it is. People know though too. Like, I'll get to talking. I love to talk. So let's see who we got next here. So we have the Oakland Pear coming up next, and so here's this channel. Tiffany, first thoughts, first impression.
First impression, I want to know if you're from Oklahoma, because I have family there, and that's like to my heart. So yeah, that's the very first thing I see. But I think it's on mobile friendly. That's something I always look forward to, is everything centered to mobile. So it looks like that. The only thing I would say though is it doesn't really pop. That's the only thing. You know, you have everything centered, and I understand why you do it is for mobile, but you can easily put things like your Instagram, you know, and things like that off to the other side. So maybe it doesn't show up on mobile, but it shows up, you know, on desktop, because this is what everyone's seeing. And so things are kind of centered, and it just kind of looks off balance. So I would like play with it a little bit more if you want that yellow design, you know, kind of just it everywhere, so it kind of just blends together and brings your whole channel banner together. I would definitely think about doing something like that. I don't know what your thoughts are. You've seen my banner. I'm over the top, so.
Well, your banner's legit. Yeah, for sure. So, and I'm interested to see when we get to the videos to see like the theme, if they use like the same type of color when we're looking at theming for your thumbnails. But here's something. So for those, first of all, if you guys get value out of this, please hit that like button, smash that thing. And if you're enjoying the video, make sure you subscribe, click that bell so you don't miss future live streams. And also, if you're just coming in, this is Tiffany Day that's joining me today. And she has an amazing channel on YouTube growth. So her link is in the description. Make sure you click that, check out the videos, subscribe to her too. But when I'm looking at this, the first thing that really catches my eye is the Instagram symbol. So if you are new to these live streams, I talk a lot about this. So if we're talking specifically about YouTube growth, I would say get rid of anything Instagram. And what you could do over here is, I always talk about this, is we can go ahead and just put the word subscribe and have that subscribe link to your channel. So the more ways we can get people to subscribe, the better, or keep them on the platform. That's what YouTube wants. They want to keep people on the platform. Now, if YouTube is your secondary, or maybe you're just all about Instagram, yes, absolutely keep this for sure. But I just say that for a growing channel, especially looking to probably get your first 100 subscribers, we want to just keep people on YouTube as much as possible. Now, it's personal preference on my part, but I would just say I think it's a good tip, because let's just say they're like, oh, the Oakland Pear, love the videos. I'm going to go follow them now on Instagram. Now they get lost on your Instagram, and then they forget about your YouTube, and maybe they didn't even subscribe. So that's just kind of where my mind goes. What do you think about that, Tiff?
No, I totally agree. I also make sure it's an auto subscribe link. You guys have to know about that. I forget what it is, but it's like question mark. Basically what you do is you add like a sub to the end of your channel. And so when somebody clicks on it, it's going to bring up a pop-up that says, subscribe to this channel to watch. So they subscribe before they hit. And that's how, you know, another way we're talking about getting more views and subscribers. That's definitely the way to go. Let's see. And then you kind of, is this still their channel?
Yes, it is. I scrolled down. So
oh,
right here
okay.
now.
So I am thrown off because now I see Kelly Stamps
yeah,
videos.
I know. I see. Yeah.
So yeah, that's why I was like, wait, is that still their channel? So yeah, I would definitely, I mean, I understand, you know, if it's about community or you're just sharing what you like, but you can have videos that you like and just put them in a playlist that's hidden so it doesn't show up on your channel, because again, this is giving someone an opportunity to click on someone else's video, and that's not what we want. We want people to stay on our channel and on our videos, and your homepage is basically like a storefront, like an online storefront. So if you went to Zara.com and you want to see the latest fashions that they have, they're going to have their best piece of clothing there. So you get lost and you want to search more of their website and shop more. You want your homepage to do the same thing. You have your best piece of content laid out in playlist, so people get lost in those playlists, binge your content for hours, which sends good signals to YouTube, and you know, they're more likely to subscribe to your channel that way.
Bam. Yeah,
like, there we go.
Kelly Stamps has been killing it, by the way.
She has. I've been trying to pick her channel apart forever.
It's crazy. Yeah, you never know where she's gonna go with things. But yeah, I'm interested to see when we get to these videos. Forgot what I was going to say. I do that all the time. Oh, I think it was, by the way, that's what I was gonna say, the subscribe button. I think it might be like !sub_confirmation=1. That's just on the top of my head. I think that's what it might be.
I think that's right. Hold on, let me go to mine.
But for instance, I also have it. So even if you guys go on my description, you'll see it, youtube.com/Brendan Sparks. And then you'll see that end part. And that end part is where you're going to want to put at the end of after you share your channel and you get that link, that's what it's going to be. Yeah,
that's right. So !sub_confirmation=1. That's
hey.
You are good. I always know there's a question mark and there's a 1. So yeah, and then as a side note, I mean, for smaller YouTubers, and it's like, I see your lifestyle channel, definitely have your first one as your YouTube channel, because that's your first link is the only one that can have words behind it. If you are more in like a business or you're trying to grow an email list, have your first link be the opt-in, your second link be your subscribe YouTube channel.
Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, and on that note too, with that whole subscribe button, just take note on that. It's an easy way to really make people feel like it's spamish. So just be careful of that, because if you're like, check out my channel, ha 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 ha, I got, you know what I mean? They click it, they're gonna subscribe. So it'll steer people away too. So just be cognizant of that. If you ever have a call of action like, hey, click here to subscribe, that's one thing. But I wouldn't just go off and share that link everywhere, because it might steer people away.
Yes. What did we say it was? Question mark. I'm going to try to put it in the chat.
Yeah, !sub_.
And
then _confirmation=1. I have no idea how I remember that. I don't even know what I did yesterday. So
I feel like I overshare information all the time, and my students are probably like, I thought this was just for me. But
yeah.
I mean,
that's what it's overvalue.
That's another way to gain like views and subscribers. Like, don't hold back. Like, over deliver on the value, and people will just subscribe to your channel because they're like, okay, like they have nothing to hide. Like, I love this, because you can always tell when someone's like trying to hold back and be like, oh, I'm only going to give you 4 tips, and then the 5th one you have to purchase. Like, no, I do that. They purchase for you.
Absolutely, yeah. Especially with growing channels, and you're not on a big you know, say a big subscriber base. Yeah, I wouldn't hold back anything, you know, especially when we're not maybe looking at master classes and things like that. Yeah, I definitely would not hold back information. And that could be the one thing that sets you apart from the rest of them.
Okay, so they have 6, 7 videos. 3.
Yeah, so
they have more. They have 9. I can't count, apparently.
It's kind of 8, 9. Yep.
Yep. So, I mean, with this, it just seems very, and I know lifestyle people will be like, well, it's my lifestyle, so it's, you know, it's more random topics, but still you need to think about your target audience, who you're trying to attract, and what like they want to know about. And again, the more you niche down and just talk about a specific item, I mean, you're talking about financing. I see a dog facts about me, you know. And I know this is rude, and if you're on my channel before, you'll hear me say it, and I think they've gotten used to it, but nobody cares who you are until they know what you can do for them, like plain and simple.
Say it all the time. Say it all
right?
the time.
So even as a lifestyle channel, you still have to say, like, what about your lifestyle and why should they follow along? So that's the only thing I would say here on these is just, you know, what about your lifestyle are you sharing? And then being consistent on that. Yeah,
absolutely. And let me add to that, because when we're talking about value, when you're starting off a channel, that goes for everybody in the chat, or if you're watching this on replay, we talk about finding your why. And whatever your why is, what I mean by that is, like for here, I try to let people know how to start and grow on YouTube. Now, if you came for Instagram, you probably would be steered away. You'd probably go somewhere else. So that's fine. But I know my why. And if I veer outside of that, you know, one, it's a great way to find your audience, and it's a great way for your audience to know what kind of videos you make. So the Oakland Pear, same thing for you. How many family vlog channels are out there? So trying to find out, okay, why am I doing this? Why would somebody subscribe to my channel? And that's a great way to find your why. Maybe you're just sillier than anybody else. Maybe every video it's you and your dog. So, you know, it's things like that where you're finding your value. And when I'm looking at thumbnails, I think it's great that you're already starting with YouTube Shorts. So I think that's good. So you're hitting that. So keep doing the shorts and just keep working on thumbnails. I think it's going to come eventually. It'll get easier for you, whether you want to use a text box behind your text so it pops out more, kind of like we did in this thumbnail. But honestly, the hardest part for anyone is getting started, and you started 4 weeks ago. So honestly, congratulations. You got 66 subscribers in 4 weeks. When I'm thinking of growth, I think that's fantastic. And I think you got started. That's the hardest part. So keep doing what you're doing, and you're naturally going to improve. Yeah, especially, I mean, you have videos over 1,000 already in 4 weeks. Like, you know how hard that is sometimes? So definitely, crazy.
But that's the only thing, you know, and shorts are a little bit easier right now to get noticed just because they show up differently. But, you know, when it comes to your core content, make sure you're really giving value, especially if this is something that you're trying to drive a business to, or, you know, whatever it is. You know, think about, you know, your why, as far as why are you doing this, like you said, and what the end goal is too. So this way your content strategy aligns. Yeah. And Tiffany, I know you mentioned like helping you find the right audience. And I'm just going to give one example of that. Valentine's Day, how anxiety is affecting my life. So I think if we could just kind of spin that, and you think of, okay, so what are people typing in? So you can do that here on search. We talked about TubeBuddy. Once again, the link is in the description. But if you're typing in how to, and then maybe it's anxiety, right? So how to overcome anxiety, see what comes up, or how anxiety, and then see what comes up. And I think that because when I see the word I or my, that's the moment I know that there's a good chance that keyword research, I don't know if it's been done, or because like you said, Tiffany, people don't really care about necessarily, I hate to say it, but how maybe it's affecting your life. What they want to know is, how can I overcome anxiety? And then you helping people through that and really sharing your story, that's what's going to really help them. So it's kind of like a reverse psychology type of thing. But just keyword research, just think of it as, okay, I'm just trying to get this to the right audience, and then do your thing. But we want people to find your channel for sure. And I'm sure there's something like Valentine's Day anxiety or something like that. That would even, you know, be something to look at, and then just do like 5 tips to overcome Valentine's Day anxiety. And then you could just talk, obviously, in the video about what you personally do and how it's helped you. But the title is to grasp the other person's attention. Absolutely. And I'll just say this real quick on playlists. So playlists are also searchable. So if you do get TubeBuddy and you start to work on ranking and things like that, just keep that in the back of your mind. Like I said, you started 4 weeks ago. So how to make money, it's very general. But if you really think about like how you're trying to teach people how to make money, using what, like what are you using, and be more specific about that. You can make a playlist about that, or break down different playlists about how to make money. But when we're thinking of niching down, I didn't really bring that up, but you know, we're talking about anxiety, and we're kind of talking about the apartment. We're talking about getting money. So I know a lot of times, a lot of channels like to experiment at first. So do that. And which is just fine. But the sooner you do niche down, the better. Yes, I definitely agree.
So here's what we got for the description. The Oakland Pear is all about lifestyle, budget, and growth. Quarantine made us stay at home, but that does not mean that we cannot have fun. Absolutely. Married with another Portuguese, Ricardo, and together they have Tokyo, with, okay, so you want third person, bringing you new videos every Friday. Yeah, so once again, your why, so you're stating right now, is lifestyle, budget, and growth. So those three things, each of those is their own niche. So I would just kind of think about that. And I like the fact that you're having fun at home, because so many people can relate with that. So I think that's great. So I would almost do something like, are you stuck at home? Like almost like a pitch. Like, are you stuck at home too? Okay, cool. We're not the only ones. Look, we're going to be in each one of these videos, we're going to have fun at home during quarantine to brighten your day. And I would probably go first person, my name's Ricardo, and, and go that route, but don't put too much. But yeah, state your value. But I know at first it's kind of hard, but I would just keep that in the back of your head too. Any last thoughts, Tiffany?
No, I mean, that's basically it. So, I mean, again, 4 weeks in, 66 subscribers, multiple videos over 1,000. Like, that's great. Just make sure you really understand your why. What are you doing this for? And eventually niche down. Like you said, it is okay to, when you're new, just be like, oh, okay, I'm going to start with these topics, see which one sticks, and then, just go with that. If you're really trying to grow, if you're not trying to grow and this is for fun, then just keep doing what you're doing.
Absolutely. And we're getting a lot of reviews, so we'll probably move a little bit quicker.
Okay.
But I really like that. That's what it's all about, especially helping those channels that are first getting started. We all know what it's like when we first started YouTube and how we don't know a dang thing. So that's why I really like to show love, especially to people that are just getting started. So you don't feel alone. No, me and Tiffany, we got your back. There's people even in this chat that got your back. And that's what the community is all about. And I want to say hello to my e-class in Bytes. Hello, friend. Thank you for being here. Flourish yourself. I don't know if I said hi to you yet. Thank you for being here. Velidomi, hello. Thank you. Let's see here. Make sure I'm not missing anybody else. Troll in the Fam 2.0. Yeah. Cool. Flourish Yourself says, what kind of content does Tiffany have? She helps YouTubers grow? Absolutely, 1,000% she does. And her channel is amazing. Link is in the description. Make sure you check it out.
Thank you.
And like she just said, she makes growth tips content centered around ranking and search. So she's going to help you grow too. So essentially, me and Tiffany, we both want to achieve the same goal. That's to help YouTubers grow on the platform. So make sure you check her out.
Yes.
All right.
And that's another, I know we kind of talked about this while you guys are listening to us say niche down. A really good example is our channels. We're both in the same niche, but we've niched down even more, and we're kind of on different topics within our niche. So again, I knew coming into this, for me to really grow fast, I needed to pick a lane and stick with that. And something I was really good at was ranking and search. And so that's why most of my content focuses on that. And that's what I'm known for. So definitely you can niche down as much as possible to see that fast growth. If I just came on here and was like, I'm going to talk about all things YouTube, I would not have grown as fast as I did because it's just oversaturated. So pick a niche and then niche down like 3 times to grow your channels.
1,000%. Yeah. When it comes to growing on YouTube, I mean, there's so many different things. There's different platforms, different ways to grow. So, I mean, even in our niche, if you really think about it, even for myself, I've definitely considered multiple different ways on doing that. Honestly, I love channel reviews, so I can't see myself not doing these, but looking at regular content, we all should do that. If you're a gamer, there's so many games out there. If you're playing every game, it may put you at a disadvantage, or even if you play one game, it could put you at a disadvantage. So even if you're playing that one game, what makes you different? Why would they come see your game compared to the others? So finding your why, guys, and niching down, it's going to be like that dynamic duo right there. Next channel we got is going to be Rumexa. So let's go ahead and pull this channel up.
Okay, we'll try to go faster.
All right.
We should set ourselves like a 5-minute timer. Or we could be here all day with them.
I know. Now you see. I know.
We're like 3 a.m. Okay, guys, just wrapped up.
Exactly. Good morning.
Yeah. Okay. I like her. I think it's cute. Maybe it's just me being female. I think this is really cute.
I was gonna let you say it, but absolutely, that's
yeah.
What I think too. Yeah. It's the cartoon character that really
yes,
sets it out for me. But she has her regular profile picture different. So
yes.
So I don't know, but the banner, it's cute. It's a cute banner.
Now the only thing that I would say is that a raven, or like I'm guessing it's the shadow of a raven? How does that tie into your channel? That's the only thing I would ask. We shall see, because she's got it on the shirt there too. So I didn't even notice that. Good eye. Okay, yeah. Let's see.
So it looks like that's the logo she's putting in her videos too. I am not trying to be hungry right now, but all right. I'm not.
We're doing food. Okay.
Looks like a fun video. Looks like a lot of fun. Then you guys step outside. Boom, boom. Yeah, no. Looks like a lot of fun. So here's something I want to consider.
I see those timestamp chapters.
Yes. Starting the challenge. I'm very curious. You got this. All right. Yeah, 5-minute timer. That's right. So, no, I think for a challenge video, let's see, it's 8 minutes long. So, I don't know. Lots of views though, so that's really good. Let's take a look at the playlists. Tiffany, you can hop in whenever you want to. So,
what's her subscriber count?
2.25.
Okay, I couldn't remember if it was 200 or 2,000. So I mean, her ratio is really good. Her subscriber to view ratio. If you guys are curious, normal subscribe to view ratio is about 10 to 20% on YouTube. So that means if you have 1,000 subscribers and you see 100 views, that's completely normal. I just want everybody to know that, because a lot of people don't realize that. And then they're like, I have 1,000 subscribers, but only 100 views. That is so normal. So obvious. And if you look at bigger channels, it's the same thing. It just looks more because their numbers are bigger. So
yeah, unless you're subscribed to my channel, because everybody will show up to those videos.
Yeah.
I'm just playing. I love you guys. We have Eric the Okapi, I think that's how we'll say that. Thank you for joining too. Real quick. Let's see. Do you need me to be a timer? Yeah, you guys can time us. Go ahead, right on. Do it. You time us
faster. Okay, so since now we're under pressure for timer, someone said I like her thumbnails. I do like your thumbnails. It's just, I won't lie, they're a little busy, and it's hard to focus on the words because it's so busy. And you have to think most people view your thumbnails on mobile. And so if it's busy on desktop, viewing it at like 25% lower on mobile is going to be even harder to read. And so, I mean, you're getting views now. So if you cleaned up your thumbnails and not had them, so I don't know if it's just like the background and the the neon colors. I could tell you use Canva. We're in there all the time. So it's like picking like either a neon text and like a clean like white background, or do the brighter background and then like a cleaner text. Like choose one or the other.
Yeah, honestly, I would almost get rid of text. I would definitely, once again, Tubebuddy can show you with the click magnet feature and the legend, if you guys get that. But I will just say, like even this, dying, like at the top, and then my hair. I mean, I don't even know if you need that. If you could like have a background that's popping and make your blow your face up a little bit there. I mean, some of these, the big thing for me is there's a lot of small text. I even seen one where you had the whole title, like right here, getting my braces off, and I can't read on desktop because +5 things. So you're reiterating exactly what your title is. And what I always tell people is for our thumbnails, we really want it to enhance our title, not straight up mimic it. So I see a lot of times she's not doing that, but what kind of throws me off is like we're showing iMovie in the background, but then the text, how it's I just don't think it's working against the background. They're not working off of each other.
Oh yeah, no, you definitely want to complement your title, not copy your title.
There it is.
And yeah, and if you can, like he said, if you can do like storytell without words, that's actually recommended over using words. And if you are going to use words, stick to 2 or 3 that complement your title. Or, you know, you can even do a little bit of like, I mean, it's not clickbait, it's click worthy. So example, dyeing my hair, you know, you could just be like, so scared, or this went wrong, or something like that, you know?
Yep. I will say this, congrats on sticking with YouTube, whether you came in and out, whatever, but I can see the improvements when we're looking at the last year, half a year, like 7 months ago. I think it really kind of picked up. I think it, like you said, Tiffany, if she just brushes this up just a little bit more, I think that, you know, because we want those clicks, and 2.25 thousand subscribers, we're going to want those clicks. So I think if these are cleaned up a little bit, that'll make a big difference for her channel. So you're making playlists, so that's great. I would continue making even more playlists. And I didn't really consider, I guess, niching down. I didn't really think about that, even just the content in general. But for instance, dyeing my hair, and then we're talking about food. So, but it sounds like you're doing a lot of challenges, like fun content. So yeah, so we're talking about cookies, and then we're talking about iMovie. So I would just, I think being this far into YouTube for this long, I would say that if you really did niche down, your 2.25 thousand subscribers will probably be like 10,000 plus probably by now. So just consider that, and because it seems like you're making content that you really want. But if you really start looking at what your viewers want, and or what they're searching for, and niching down on your content too, I think that'll be helpful.
Can you sort her videos real quick by most viewed?
Yeah. Most popular, you want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so everyone in the chat, this is what you do to niche down. You flip your channel, you go to most popular, and then you look within the videos within the last year, and you see which ones have the most views, and then that's what people are looking for, plain and simple. So if you're, you know, looking to do like a couple of topics, you know, pick 2 or 3 topics to really stick with. So maybe, I mean, you're talking about challenges, so maybe focus on that if challenges are really the thing. And you can do that like 5-minute makeup challenge, or, you know, whatever it is that's still lifestyle. But then again, iMovie isn't a challenge. So that's where you have to decide. And I know a lot of lifestyle channels, especially younger ones, they do tend to do like those, how I edit my videos and stuff, but they don't start doing that until they have an audience and people are now interested in like, oh, I like the way you edit. How do you edit your videos?
Thank you for covering that. That's a really good one. How to fix sticky slime makes sense because slime was in. But if you probably would add 20 videos, 30 videos about slime, that probably would have been crazy. Yeah. So I make lifestyle videos along with a ton of rambunctious videos. The kind of gal. Be sure to subscribe. So yeah, really fine. But like I said, I would you make a ton of lifestyle videos and random videos, but I would consider niching down. And then when you do figure that out, whatever that is, Rumexa, then I would put that in your description. All right. That went pretty good.
Yes. I know our timers went off like 20 minutes ago.
I just love that you're as bad as I am. That's what we talk about. Overvalue. I'm all about overvalue.
Yeah. It's hard for me to like do this and not just, you know, okay, just do this next. Like I can't.
Yes. I always talk a lot as it is. So I'm just happy you're here because it's not just me. So this is perfect.
Okay, Charge Game said it's legit in the 5 minutes now. So apparently we're getting closer.
All right, we're moving on to the next one. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and mute these. So, all right, next channel. Go ahead and pull it up. We got, let's see here. Yahdir Sanchez, hopefully, or Yahdir Sanchez, hopefully I pronounced that right. So I'm going to assume this is a cooking channel. It reminds me kind of like the other channel where very simple banner, but I don't know. Once again, it doesn't really, I mean, it kind of does stand out. It's so simple that it kind of does get your attention, but yeah, let me know what you guys think in the chat as well. But I think that more could be done with this. That's what I think. But I also think that, I mean, you at least have a banner, and it's really straight to the point. I'm just going to assume this is food. So if you're giving YouTube tips, that I'll probably be a little thrown off.
Yeah, and then the other thing is they don't have the YouTube
yes
in their banner.
Yep. So I would go ahead and get rid of all these unless you don't care about YouTube. That is the honest truth. Like if YouTube is your third, fourth, or even second favorite platform that you're trying to grow, then go ahead, keep it as is. But I would go ahead and put that subscribe there. And going down, let's see here. So you have a recent video up here. All right. We'll get to that in a minute. So let's go ahead and just jump right over to videos. And you've been on the platform now for 9 months. So that's actually really, that's normal growth. I think where you're at with 411 subscribers, that's good. But let's go ahead and look at the content because we're talking about basketball. We're talking about, let's see here. My bro attempted 24 hours only. Okay. So we ate Travis Scott burger. I am interested. So, but that's good. That's good for your content too. So it looks like you kind of really then stuck with food. So, but you know,
so for me, this is more of like
what?
is it like, how do you say it? Mukbang? I don't know. It's like huge. That's what this reminds me of. But the logo is like, if I clicked on this channel and I saw that banner, I think he's going to show me how to make some killer recipes. And then I'm going to be really disappointed when I go down there and I'm like, oh, not what I wanted. And then I'm going to leave. That's just how I feel.
I agree with you 100% because, you know, this is really silly content. It looks fun and silly. And, you know, I think the banner should represent that.
Yes.
I mean, even the profile picture is kind of like that too. So that definitely does throw me off a little bit. But I can eat 2 tacos. So you're making fun content. So shorts, I mean, I'm not really too much concerned on keyword research, but Del Taco Classic, chicken burrito. So yeah, I would say for you, also check out Tubebuddy, Yahdir, if you haven't yet. And I think that we can brush up on the keyword research. And another thing is, I want to congratulate you for coming back on the platform and being a little bit more consistent. But for me, I would think that'd probably be the main thing for you is kind of got 9 months, and then we'll go to 4 months, then we go to 3 months, then we go to 2 weeks. And then it looks like you've been kind of crushing it, and then you make a bunch of videos in 1 week. So what I would say is with time management, it would be make your videos, schedule them out, do 1 video a week, and just improve from there. So.
And I would actually hide that first video from 9 months ago. It's not relevant to the content now, and it's just going to throw people off even more.
Yeah, I would agree with that too. I would agree with that. All right, so moving on, let's go to playlists. So, hey, you got playlists, so that's good too. Fast food, chugs. Okay, yeah. Once again, we could do keyword research in our playlist, but the fact that you have them is good. And I will go ahead and just say, once again, if you're looking for YouTube growth, I would take all of your other platforms off and think about your why. And that's, once again, is this all about silly food? Is this recipes? It's really hard to tell, but you're saying making fun food, pretty much make food videos and fun challenges. So that's very broad. So I would also say, think about the type of content you want to make, keep having fun doing it. And then when something sticks, maybe go with that. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to close my door.
I guess I could talk, but I'm like, I can't scroll.
All right. All right. Got it. All right. So, yep, that's what I got for that. And hope you enjoy the channel review.
800. Oh, okay. So the striker said 800 views and 400 subs. What the YouTube algorithm? So I was actually searching for that video with 800 views, but he's saying 800 overall views. So to me, what that is saying is this person is making content that their audience is not interested in. And I will have to ask, how are you getting all those views? Because if you're using stuff like sub for sub, that's probably why you're not getting views as well. So yes, that was a good, the striker, that was a good catch, because I didn't even like realize that at first. I do question people. There's like, what basically that says is you get one new subscriber every 2 views, and that's like rare. And if that was the case, then like your channel should have been blowing up by now. So
yeah, you'd be Mr. Beast.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, Shard the Gaming said 5 minutes. We're done. We're getting good at this.
Hey. Awesome. And we're moving along. And if you guys are enjoying the content, don't forget to smash that like button. Don't forget to check out Tiffany Day down in the description. You'll find her channel. She does YouTube growth. She's phenomenal. That's why she's here. And I appreciate everybody in the chat working along us to help each other grow. And that's exactly how we do that, by giving feedback, constructive criticism. And just like you said, Tiffany, like say it how it is. That's the only way that a channel, I feel like I would want somebody to tell me like, dude, red and green together sucks. You know, like it just doesn't work. I probably say, and some people I've gotten that feedback. So, you know, I take it with a grain of salt. I see, okay, is it really standing out, or is it just obnoxious and steering people away? So, we are only 2 people, but man, as a community, this is awesome. And don't forget to hit subscribe, click that bell so you guys don't miss future channel reviews and videos.
Yes, yes. Okay. Who is next?
We have IAMIRONLAMB. I like that. That's cool. You get that, Tiffany, right? Instead of the lamb, it'd be man. Yeah, I did it. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't hear you at first, but I do get it. That's cute.
Yeah.
So
it has the Iron Man with the sheet. Okay,
it has,
that's kind of cool.
And honestly, Iron Man is my favorite. And I did cry. That's all. I don't know. I mean, I feel like it's not a spoiler, and if you haven't watched it by now, that's your fault.
That is your fault.
Movie. But yeah, no, I definitely cried. I'm sitting there like trying to not show people I was crying. Like it hurt.
Yeah, it was sad. That ending was sad.
I
like the banner.
I do. Yeah, I like it.
It's not bad. I think that we can blow up the words a little bit more, probably make them bigger. That's really the only thing. Even make the logo even bigger too. But
and then you say subscribe, but you don't have the subscribe in the banner.
Yeah, so I'll probably put that. What I would do is I put that subscribe over to the right side, have an arrow pointing down, have the link. IAMLAMB, probably put it underneath, or even if you really want to the side of your logo, blow that up too. But you know, the other thing is too is what kind of videos are you making? So with 38 subscribers, we'll kind of get into that. But think about that, because that once again is your value. That's why somebody should subscribe. Like, yeah, subscribe. Well, why? And because of amazing gaming, hilarious memes, or you know, whatever your 3 things are, or if it's one thing, that's where you're gonna want it in your banner.
Okay, wait, don't scroll. I was gonna say if we could guess what his content is, because that's honestly what you want your banner to do. Because when most people come to your channel, this is what they see. So, you know, you want people to know right away, like, this is the type of content I do. And for me, I'm thinking this is like a play on comics. That's like the vibe I get. So if there's anything else down there, definitely put. So yeah. Everyone's like, I got a little peek. Yeah. Let us know like what you guys think.
Yes.
We'll do something different this time. Gaming or comedy? That's true, comedy, because the pun.
Yeah, so maybe it could be voiceovers or
comedian gaming. That's a good one. Shards of gaming.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
We have gaming channels. So we're all guessing gaming channels. So.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Oh,
you ready?
I can see. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We're ready.
Right. Don't yell at me, Tiffany. All right. All right. So uploads. I would never guess to see thumbnails like that. So I'll call that one out, but let's go over to videos and keep in mind 38 subscribers. So I'll assume it's fairly new. Been around for 6 months, but let's go to the top.
Are all the thumbnails the same?
Yeah. So we can just start with that. I would just say each video, and this is a good tip that I recently got from actually Roberto Blake. He told me that when he was reviewing my channel and he saw the live streams and he saw that a lot of them were actually pretty much the same exact thumbnail. So even for live streams, you want to switch up thumbnails. But yeah, I'm a little confused, to be honest.
Call Me Ender says Doki Doki is gaming. Is that what this game is? Or is that what this thumbnail is saying? You guys have to. Oh yeah. Okay, I see it now. Doki
Doki Literature Club. Okay. So yeah, I'll go ahead and say it. I would say switch up your thumbnails. Keyword research, because people aren't going to be typing in Doki Doki Literature Club Part 18. So just keep that in mind. And if somebody else is doing the review, maybe they're doing like, even if it's top 10 tips or why you should play this game, or put in there and is it worth it? You know, things that people are actually typing in for this game. But it sounds like you're just kind of doing gameplay and then cutting that up and making videos, I'll assume. Sword Art Online, great anime, by the way. Cyberpunk 2020.
Okay, hold on. So I was going to say my husband. So Eric, I mean, it's not wrong, but people didn't know. They're the same but different parts of the game they are playing. When they start a new game, the thumbnail will change. Are you saying like automatic, or? I mean, I get what, I mean, because it's, okay, so it's a walkthrough. So he's doing like playthroughs. But I mean, yeah, he could still change it up. So like if something happened in the game's like walkthrough, that's really interesting. That's what your thumbnail is going to be. You know, and obviously on this, like I'm a person that I make my thumbnails before I even press record on my videos. But on this, when you're doing a walkthrough, I would definitely say you can have a template, but don't finalize your thumbnail until the walkthrough has happened. So this way you can like post that.
Yeah, I think it'd make a good series, you know, for a playlist. But my thing is, what if I were to make these videos and because you're spending a lot of time with these videos, right? I mean, that's a lot of videos, especially you're posting them all in a month, pretty much. So, but if I would have gotten 23 views here, I'd be like, all right, cool. You know, I just started off, or, you know, I haven't posted in a while. Cool. Then I see 14. I'm like, I see 11 and 11. Like you're putting a lot of work in for only 7 views is what I'm saying. And then 4. So, I mean, and it kind of continues on. So really you're putting all this work in for a lot of effort, but like minimal effect is what I'm saying. So I get the fact that you're doing a gameplay, and people may actually even type in something if they're trying to overcome something in that game, or, you know, a section of that game. But my only thing is just there's a lot of videos, but I would if I were the creator, I would want better results. So I would definitely say maybe try to switch up your thumbnails. So
super funny. I actually just typed in Doki Doki into search to see what people are searching. Yeah. And Doki Doki Literature Club Valentine's Day, a brand new day, literature. So there has to be something with Literature Club because it shows up like 7 times. So we were wrong. People do search for it.
Yeah, good.
But
good.
Yeah, so definitely, you know, look at that and then look at the thumbnails, because these look completely different than what you have. And, you know, kind of just go off of there. So just a little bit more research on thumbnails and the content, I guess. But people are saying the game changes, so.
Absolutely, yeah. What is your competition doing? And that's the ultimate question, because you're going to want yours to stand out amongst the crowd. So. All right, so we got some playlists, and let's just go ahead and head over to the about. So I would just consider putting in some time into your about, because when you share your channel, that's what's going to show up under the image of your thumbnail for whatever videos you share or sharing your channel. So I would go ahead and always do your description, which is also searchable. It can help your channel too. So Yeah. I am Lamb. Oh, I am Iron Lamb.
Iron Lamb. Yes.
Yeah, I dig it though. I think it's a good start and some changes, but I hope that.
Yeah, and I definitely asked you, like, why did you choose that name? And then, like, there's like nothing to do with Marvel or.
That is true.
Yeah, so maybe think about switching up the games, or focusing on something else, or just changing your channel name. I mean, you're a smaller channel, so that's pretty easy right now.
Agreed. All right, so I'm getting the next one ready. Are we missing anybody in the chat? Make sure everybody's doing good. I want to say everybody, thank you for being here. I hope you guys are having a good time. Don't forget to smash the like button and even share it out to your community. We're still going to be here for a while, so I'd appreciate if anybody decides to let people know, especially if they want the channel reviewed or if they're looking for YouTube growth. So let's go ahead and pull up the next one.
Yeah, so they're mostly just explaining the game, which it sounds like a weird game. So
yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I would definitely think about the channel name that you used, or I don't know. That definitely threw me off, though.
Mm-hmm.
I was expecting something Marvel.
Okay.
All right, so for the next one, Wertys is our next one. I did review this channel before, so we're just going to cover the improvements, and it looks like the descriptions and thumbnails.
Okay.
So I did like the banner before. I think that's
pretty cool. Like the banner, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty legit. So we're looking at thumbnails and descriptions.
This is obviously a gaming channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you said descriptions, I wonder if maybe you just meant description in your about. Because I still look at the keyword research and seems very broad. Actually the thumbnails kind of, or actually I'm talking about the keyword research. The keyword research seems very broad, and it seems not clickbaitish, because I mean, getting the views, but like the ultimate moment in Minecraft, which is great because I think that'd be really good, especially for YouTube Shorts video, which I don't know if it is 47. Yeah. So, which is good. It looks like hitting up a lot of the shorts.
Yeah, those ones are all shorts, it looks like.
Yeah. So, yeah, I would just also continue thinking about keyword research, but not so much in the shorts. I could care less about that.
I mean, shorts do still show
they can rank.
Yeah, search, but it's just a totally different algorithm behind it. For
sure. Yeah, so like Warzone moments to make you like laugh, right? So, or whatever that one. I'm pretty sure that means laugh or die. I don't know, but I'll say it's one of those. It's the type of keyword research or keywords really, where if I had 1 million subscribers, or if I was like Mr. Beast or anything like that, I would definitely use keywords like this, because YouTube has already gathered the data for your channel, and you've been posting long enough, or you have so many subscribers that I don't want to say it doesn't really matter anymore, but I mean, Mr. Beast can put anything in his title and it doesn't matter. So
I watched Jenna Marbles take a nap for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Because she can do that, and I've watched her for years, and part of me was like, she's really not going to nap for 20 minutes, is she? And she actually did. And then I was like, why did I watch this? Yeah. So yeah, once you get to that level, you can pretty much do whatever. But when you're just starting out, what's known as front loading your keywords, so putting them as close to the beginning of your title as possible, is more important, because you want YouTube to pick that up and then know exactly where to serve them. But I mean, he fixed his thumbnails. I'm not sure what they look like before, but I do like these. I think they stand out. Obviously, shorts thumbnails are completely different, but the content's good.
Yeah, these are really good. I like the thumbnails for sure. And we're looking at the gaming niche, like we say, every niche is different, but let's just call it for what it is. The gaming niche, colorful, catches your attention, things like that. I really dig it. I like the thumbnails actually a lot. So for instance, like you mentioned, having one word in the thumbnail, having a nice big image. My main thing for you would just be, actually 8.57 thousand subscribers. So that actually makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. Look at the difference. Huge difference. Wow. Yeah. 2 years ago, it actually looks like you really stepped up big time. But looking at these newer ones too, same thing. So yeah, just keep doing what you're doing. And I would then also continue looking at probably diving in a little bit deeper into, it depends. It depends how much growth you're looking for, Wertys. I mean, 8.57 thousand subscribers is phenomenal. But like I always tell everybody, no matter how many subscribers you have, I want to help you get to 10,000 subscribers, right? So I just think if you really did do that and you actually did start applying that keyword research, I think there would be a lot more growth for sure. Sick thumbnails though. And let's see, I don't think you mentioned anything for the about. So yeah, if you're going to now, I mean, 8.57 thousand, you're going to start working on your Instagram and stuff. I mean, I guess that's all right. If that's
also too, I mean, you mentioned it, your channel can, I mean, I said it before, YouTube's a search engine, your channels, your videos, your playlists, all of that ranks in search. The way to get your channel to rank in search is to put keywords at the top. So the first 200 characters should be centered around the type of content you make, who your target audience is, and the topics that you cover. And then you can go into about you. So what your name is, why you started your channel, things like that. So the very first paragraph is all about your channel.
Yeah, state your value, state your why, but do that with your keyword research. 100%. All right, cool. Wertys, thanks for allowing us to pull up your channel. I'm going to work on the next one. And for anybody that's just coming in and you weren't here when we first started this live stream, I'm really excited that next week, me and Tiffany will both have a video, a collaboration on how to collab on YouTube. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And if you are new to Tiffany and her journey on YouTube, make sure you guys check out her videos. And if you like them, hit subscribe because she helps a lot with YouTube growth. That's what she's all about.
Thank you.
And let's see who we have next. Yeah, we just have more submissions, Tiffany. So
you guys are killing me.
Yeah, this is good
I'm
stuff.
like, no, I'm not a mom of two, guys.
Hey.
I don't have little ones. Don't worry about it.
Welcome to channel reviews, Tiffany.
Right? I know. People are actually, they're like, you have kids? And I'm like, yeah, these bags are not designer. They're my children.
Hey. It's funny because me and you are both the ones here, but we both have 2 kids, right? You have 2 kids? Yeah.
Yeah, I have 2.
Yeah.
Yours are a little bit older, though. I mean,
that is true.
I've tried like throwing Cheez-Its at my kids, like just go over there for 5 minutes, and they're just like cling to me, and I'm like, this is why I don't have videos. Like I have nothing filmed, and I'm like freaking out because I need to post a new video soon.
Yeah, that's why I love live streams because it's just I can just go live. You know,
I know. I think I'm gonna do one on Friday, so if you're free, maybe I can have you on my channel.
Friday, maybe. I think we might actually be doing a family trip, but
if not, I'm doing one on Friday, guys. So
there you go. Yeah, either way. So we're gonna pull up the next one, and we have here the Game Dimension channel.
Another gaming channel.
All right, cool. So 4 subscribers, and so yeah, if you're watching the other channel reviews that we've done, you'll just know that, just take the time. Even making your own banner, you can do that using Canva. You can use it during making free apps that are available to create one. So I would just keep that in mind. And you have your first ever YouTube video. So congratulations on getting started. That is the hardest part. So, but I am shocked because we have 3 years ago, and it looks like 2 years, 2 years, 2 years. Okay. And then came back this year to get started. So yeah, I would just say, keep posting, stay consistent. And I could only understand how hard it would be to say, come back. And maybe if you are making older content like you did before, and it may not pick up as much. So just be cognizant of that because trends only last so long. And because we have fallout, this just happened, found a hawk in a building. So Tiffany, I'm sure you're going to know my answer on this. And looking at the keyword research and things, people probably, honestly, I say they probably wouldn't care that they found a hawk in a building, but I mean, you never know with YouTube. But keyword research, look it up. Tubebuddy, highly suggest it. For instance, in YouTube, would people type in "this just happened"? Probably not. Or "this mission is so hard." What mission was it? What game is it? What are people typing on YouTube? And anything you want to add, Tiffany?
No, that's the biggest thing. I mean, the easiest way to make these searchable right now is what game are you talking about? And I think for newer gaming channels, and I'll admit gaming niche is not my strong point, but I know the more you dig into one specific game and you just kind of like continue to drill that gameplay or whatever you're doing, you know, you do reviews, whatever it is, but centered around that one game, the faster you're gonna like grow your channel, because your keyword is that channel or the game name. So if you're doing all Fortnite, that should be like on all of yours. So Fortnite, this just happened, you know, or whatever it is. Fortnite found a hawk in a building. And why is that important? Why are people going to be interested that you found a hawk in a building? Is it a special hawk? Is it a challenge? You know, is it a secret code? Whatever it is, like explain that a little bit more. And that's how you get those views.
Very true. But I think it's really hard to come to start a YouTube channel, but man, how hard it must be to like stop and be like, oh man, and then you kind of get back into it and get back into that rhythm. So like I said, congrats on coming back in, getting started, and I hope you enjoyed that review. And we're just gonna bounce right on to the next one. And this is,
I like how our timers are not complimenting us on moving through that one so fast. Can we get a compliment?
Yes,
that wasn't even 5 minutes.
Right? Come on. Come on. A clap emoji or something.
Right, something. They're like, finally.
And I think it's going to help too. I think we've given a lot of advice on the way. So, I mean, if we just keep reiterating ourselves, that's not going to be really pointless. So that's why I say it's really helpful when you guys are here. So subscribe, click that bell. That way you guys aren't missing out on all the additional tips. But this is what we got here. Maybe you can pronounce that. I don't want to.
I was going to say ChiChInglés.
ChiChInglés. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. We can go with that.
But, okay, so there's no banner.
There's no banner.
Okay. Just making sure. So, yeah, that's the first thing. Make sure you have a banner. You know, kind of just explain. And I honestly, I don't like when you do your niche. I like when you do a niche statement. So, for example, I have a motherhood channel, and instead of saying motherhood and lifestyle, I really dig into what is it about motherhood. So I say helping moms through their postpartum journey and beyond. So that's what's going to make people really subscribe to you, is when they know like what part of your niche you're really digging into. So think about that when you make your banner. Yeah,
great tips there.
Okay, says I think it's Spanish. I'm unsure. I have new students who are going to be teaching me Spanish, but as of right now, I don't know Spanish. So if it is, we're sorry. Oh no, yep, you can tell by their titles. It's Spanish. So it looks like lessons. So maybe a teacher.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
But yeah, definitely like make sure they're doing custom thumbnails. If anybody knows Spanish and can help us out of what this says and what her niche is, that would be great.
Learn English from Spanish. So she's teaching English from Spanish.
Got it. So I like that. I would just say, you know, custom thumbnails. She has some, but it's not consistent on all of them.
Yep.
Shards of Gaming, you speak Spanish? He said, I mean, you can't write in Spanish and expect us to like read it.
I did 3 years of Spanish. I don't remember a dang thing.
I did 4 years of French in high school, and nope, I don't think I remember my numbers. Like,
nice. I went to France. That was cool. But yeah, I like that. I think that's really easy tips there. I think just it's really hard to say with the keyword research, but it looks like you're using the word lesson and then breaking that up, the parts of the body, and then breaking that up. So once again, you got started 2 weeks ago, 57 subscribers. So same thing. I think that 252 views. So look, you found a need, right? And you're creating the answer for that need. So I think that's great. I think it's phenomenal because not everybody can do this. So, but yeah, I would definitely say thumbnails and still keyword research. Still keyword research.
Yeah. And banner.
And banner. And let's see, playlist. So as you post videos, you'll continue with your playlist. Welcome to my channel. Then you lost me there. I hope to help you with your goal of learning English. If you ever want to know how to say something, I think that's super cool. I think it's neat. Just be aware that, you know, if one video is, I'm assuming that everything will be in Spanish. So I would just be cognizant of that, because if you make another video in just English, then that could steer people away. So, but I think that's super cool. I think the growth is really great.
And normally what I would say is if you're doing this, because what she did is she said it in English and then in Spanish right away. And I would say separate that. So one sentence is all English or a paragraph and the other one's Spanish. But I understand why she does this is because she's teaching Spanish to English. So maybe though, flip it to where the Spanish is first and then the English translation comes afterwards, because your target audience is Spanish speakers trying to learn English. So that might help them out a little bit more.
Yeah, and I hope to help you with your goal of learning English. Like, no, like here you will learn English, you know, and why you can help that person do that. So if you ever want to know how to say something, just ask or comment. Yeah, I would just be more specific once again, like we were mentioning, on your value and your confidence within that value. So, but great start, phenomenal start.
I like how all the moms are coming into the stream now. This means the kids have been put to bed and the moms are here. That's
great. That's great. Yeah, we get all the snacks together before and get the kids upstairs and the phones are on, the TV's on. It's like, all right. Yeah, being a parent and a YouTuber, it's
interesting.
It is, especially when you have younger ones. All right, next channel we're pulling up, Studio 77. And yeah, I think it's great that you have a banner up. You're letting people know exactly when you're posting. Let's see, learn to sew, and you make that clear. But yeah, I would just say you're at 717 subscribers. I think that we could probably do more customization as far as the banner goes, making it more eye-catching. It doesn't really stand out to me. I think I definitely know I came to the right place. And I like that you're saying patterns, tips, tutorials. So this is everything about sewing. So I think that's great. You found your niche. I think maybe we could do more with the banner as far as just making it catch your attention. And we talk a lot about the subscriber button over here. I'm just a really big fan of that, but personal preference.
We have sewing for beginners.
Yeah, I like this. I think overlays to different camera views, because I could only, you know, I think sewing probably, in my opinion, would be one of those things where explaining sewing, I don't know how much fun that would be, but it looks like she makes it fun, and I think that's great. Her clips are quick, so that's great.
Her titles are nice. So this is what we're talking about with front loading. So sewing for beginners, that's what people are typing into search, you can tell. And then she also has like the top 10 sewing tips. So that's that emotional trigger that's going to get people to actually click on her videos.
Yes, 100%. And I am also digging the thumbnails, and it looks like, look at that, sewing tips and ideas for beginners. Boom. Like, yeah, I'm really
her playlists are set up. They have descriptions. Like, this is a good channel to.
Yeah, I'm definitely impressed. I like the sand. It kind of reminds me like that the rainbow sand.
Yeah,
I like that. I think
like you get at the fair and you like
it.
Exactly.
Yes.
The only thing is it's a little hard to read the words. Maybe they're too small. I mean, I'm like squinting and I'm looking at desktop, you know, but the second one where it's like which needle, like that's one, it's a good way to complement your title, and it's big. And it's very much like, okay, this video is going to show me which needle I need for the sewing machine.
Yeah, and I probably would have blown up the hand a little bit more to see the text that's on the needle packets, and then actually made the ones on the side with the question mark maybe smaller, just so that stands out. But I think a good example is here, how to sew a pocket. Like, I would probably do this instead, you know, or something like that, because we can kind of do that. I don't want to say clickbaity, but those things that will, you know, draw an arrow, you know,
it's
something like that.
Click-worthy. As long as you deliver on what the clickbait is, it's click-worthy.
Yes. Yeah.
If you said I almost died and you just like stepped off the curb in rain, like that's clickbait.
Yeah, exactly. And look at the difference though in thumbnails when we're talking about the top ones and looking down. I can see the difference there. I can see the improvements. But I agree with you, Tiffany. It would just be text. You can do it too. Like that's really small, and it's kind of hard to really even tell. It looks like it's a garage renovation. I think that's good. But
and even like the yellow arrows kind of small, like make it big, or even just put like for this one, because you're not really pointing to anything, I would do before, after, you could do it too. You know, or simple declutter, whatever it is, you know.
Yeah, and it's kind of a random topic, I think, especially when we're talking about sewing. But 10K views, like, wow, that's pretty phenomenal.
Renovations right now, or like trend. So any like overs, renovations, those are super topics.
Yeah, but when I'm thinking of niching down, it looks like that did happen. It looks like it is absolutely niched down, and you kind of knew that from the beginning. So I think that's pretty cool. But great job on the improvement in thumbnails. I would just once again reiterate the fact that if we could blow up that text a little bit more, I think that would do a big difference for sure.
Yes.
We got some playlists, and looks like there's a lot in the about. Making, let's see, your costumes in the film industry. You can read more about that below. For almost 20 years, I'm passionate about helping people to learn to sew. I believe. Yeah, so I would look at keyword research for your description. I think it has a lot to do with your experience, but I would get more into why they should watch your channel. And because I think stating the fact you have 20 years experience, you know, I think that's great to state, but in the beginning is, you know, are you looking for sewing patterns, tips, and tutorials, you know, something in that realm of putting some keywords in there. But congrats. I think that your growth is great, and I think your channel looks good. Any last thoughts, Tiffany?
No, I agree. You know, making sure, again, the first 200 characters that's centered around your channel, you know, so, and then you can even put after that, because I mean, I read further that you worked on things as like Batman, Justice League, Harry Potter. And again, this isn't Instagram, so you actually don't have to put hashtags. They don't really do anything on YouTube. So I would just get rid of the hashtags and just speak as you were talking to a friend. But, you know, in the first paragraph, put learn how to sew with patterns, tips, and tutorials from a person with 18 years of experience creating costumes in the film industry. So that's like your unique value proposition that you just put forward on why they should choose your channel to learn how to sew versus someone else's channel that's going to teach them.
No doubt. Great tips, Tiffany.
Shards gave me, we finished right at the timer. He said 5 minutes.
There it is.
We're getting faster, guys.
We're getting better. All right, so next up will be Line Media. And for those channels that say, if we can't get to everybody, just so you know, I keep you guys in the queue. We go from there. I don't want anybody to feel left out and things like that. I know a lot of big channels. That's why I say I love doing these, a lot of big channels. There's so many people in the queue that, I mean, it's close to impossible to just pick them one after the other. But just so you guys know, I'm going to continue to do this as long as I can until we just get way too many reviews. But I hope you guys are having a good time. Don't forget to smash that like button. And Line Media, let's go ahead and pull this up. And so hold on, I'll get to the banner. Okay.
Simple, good, but it's not mobile friendly. So definitely think about that because on mobile, you're probably going to see me. That's it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Agreed. And let's see here. So 1 week ago. Yeah, that does look actually really cinematic.
Yeah, I could tell before. It looks really good.
Yeah, it actually does. So 14 subscribers started 2 weeks ago. And if I'll tell you this, if that is your video, so that's the only thing I'm confused about. I don't know if like you produced this video or what, because if you did, like let's get you some more views. Because just scrolling through it, I'm like, wow, that looks like a movie. So you know, if that was actually yours, I'm very impressed by that. Now we have my short remix of NF. We have this, but Line Media, I think, let me see, did I end up doing a review of your channel before? No, I did not. So let's see, needing the help with the most. So yeah, if you're wondering what advice on what say to upload, I would say that that's going to be completely up to you. That's actually a really hard question to answer because in the end, you're going to want to post stuff that you're passionate about. Obviously, it's vehicles. So I don't know, like my short remix of NF it looks like you kind of started diving into an outro. So I don't know. That's going to be completely on you. I don't know if it's video production you do. I don't know if it's music that you do. I don't really know at this point. But I would just say, as far as a channel review goes, I would say think of your thumbnails ahead of time before you record. And if you're looking for inspiration, look up videos on YouTube. Who do you watch on YouTube? Are you like, oh man, this is amazing? Is that what you're trying to do? So I want to inspire you to continue posting on YouTube. What I would like you to do, Line Media, is when you do find whatever it is that you want to make videos about, make sure you come back and keep posting. And I would love to see the improvements there. But last thing I think I would want to recommend is what I think you should make. You know what I mean? And I make edits of cars and some other stuff. Yeah, so I would just say experiment with YouTube. Keep making videos, figure out what you want to do. And from there, you never know when you can be inspired. Like I said, I was in the kids' niche for a long time. And it led me to where I am today. So you never really know, especially when you're posting on YouTube.
Yeah, you know, define what's the other stuff. And also, too, I feel like when most people come onto YouTube for cinematography, it's because they're trying to use YouTube as a stepping stone to get into something else. So, I mean, if we look at Peter McKinnon, you know, he's known for making those really artistic coffee videos. And he just shot a commercial with, was it Kia, I think? He did the Christmas holiday with Santa and stuff. Yeah, that was Peter. So he took, you know, the chance of uploading his cinematography videos to YouTube as kind of a resume almost to show companies this is the type of work I do, you know. So if you're interested in doing that and you're really interested in cars and you're looking to work with car companies to kind of show, you know, hey, I can make commercials for you or whatever it is, definitely do that, but still make it searchable. You know, no one's typing up an intro, you know. So if Peter is a person, that's kind of the vibes I got from just scrolling through. Definitely look at Peter McKinnon's channel. You know, Casey, see the titles that they use and how they make it searchable so people are actually drawn to click on their videos. And then just think of like long term, why am I uploading these like this type of content? Because a lot of people think Peter and Casey make random content, but they don't. It's every video they do is just a piece of work that they're showcasing for something else.
100%. And how are you guys doing in the chat? Everybody doing good? Want to make sure everybody's having a good time. We're moving a little bit quicker through these. So the next one that's going to be popping up is going to be SweetChemicals. So that'll be our next review. And Tiffany, what do you think?
So, I mean, we talk about this a lot, mobile friendly. definitely is. But your channel banner and your profile picture do not match. So I would, and then the fact that you used Alex in your banner, but then SweetChemicals as your channel name, that also throws me off. So that's something I would say is definitely like, what direction are you trying to go in? You're here, right? SweetChemicals. I thought they were still here. If you can, maybe not. So yeah, that's the only thing, is it just from this, I can't tell what you do, what your content is, and
yeah,
if they even align, like your banner and your name and your profile picture is completely different.
Yeah, it's that theme too. We'll take a good look and check it out. All right. And you can also hide subscriptions too. I don't know if you guys know that. You guys can go into your settings. If you don't want to show everybody that you're subscribed to, you can also hide that. But let's just go straight to videos. Oh, you know what? One more thing too before actually I move on. Hold on. Is so when we take a look at your videos, put your best. This is just me, Tiffany. You may do it differently. I like to put whatever I'm looking for. So if I'm looking to say gain subscribers in one of my videos, I look at my analytics and I'm like, wow, this video took off and actually gave me a lot of subscribers. Usually I'll use that as my video for new people who haven't subscribed yet. And then I'll put a more recent video for my returning subscribers. So I don't see anything here as far as any videos. So make sure you go to your YouTube studio, and you can go, after you click there, go to customization, and you can select those two videos.
Yeah, and so to follow up, so of course your channel trailer, I don't make specific trailers. You know, you that high converting video, and it's not even views, because there's sometimes where I'll have a channel with a lot of views, but not necessarily a lot of subscribers come from it. You want the channel with a lot of subscribers. Make that your channel trailer. And then for your featured video, I like to choose my lowest viewed video in the last 7 days. And the reason why is because maybe YouTube didn't push it out to all my audience, or maybe people missed that. So if you are subscribed to my channel, I want you to come and see the video you may have missed versus, the top performing video or whatever it is.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So thumbnails.
I mean, they're not bad. But content-wise, it just, again, seems a little random.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's see. 3 years ago. Yeah, and that's another thing. It's staying on the platform, and I know life happens, and I know that a lot of times, like, I don't know about YouTube, and you're like, okay, I want to do this. You're like, I don't know. So I get how that goes, especially with COVID and all this stuff happening. So look, I completely understand. And me and Tiffany having 2 kids, being married, and all that. We're not married, but you guys know what I'm saying. But having a family and being a YouTuber is it's a lot, and but it gets easier. I would have to say it really does, because there's so much to learn at first, and that's what we're here for, to help you with. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I don't really see the keyword research. I see different types of challenges. I see say fun type of content, but I would just say try to stay on the platform. Try to stay on. Welcome back. But yeah, I would just say schedule out videos if you can. If you have to batch produce in a day, 2 or 3 videos, and that's 3 weeks of content. So my recommendation is always trying to post at least once a week. If you got to skip a week, then so be it. Life happens, but just hop back on that train and come back strong.
Yeah.
So,
and then, I mean, it looks like you just came back. So, I mean, you did go, and then you just did a week ago. So definitely at least once a week videos is best. And it looks like 2 videos in a row with Omegle. And for your subscriber count, those are pretty good views. So I would say if that's something you're doing, stick with that for a little bit. I know it's trending. And if you want to be one of those channels who just focuses their content around trends or challenges or things like that, sticking with what the trend is and just kind of making content until the trend dies, and then you jump on the next trend is going to be like the best thing for you. So
yeah,
based off this, stick with the Omegle, because it is big right now, and just upload weekly.
Heck yeah, and put that in your banner. Everything everything challenges, or you know what I mean, hilarious challenges, or you know, that's what you're gonna want. And
yeah, like funny trends, or you know, whatever it is.
Yeah, for sure.
Your go-to spot for the newest trends. Like you can even do something like that if you want to be more of a, because then it's not so random. They just know, okay, when trends change, so is his channel content.
Right. All right. So, and then it seems like you have some playlists. Let's jump over to the about. I'm on YouTube 24/7. So, yeah, I mean, I don't
say that.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't know about that statement, because are you watching a lot of videos, or are you making a lot of videos? That's my question.
Yeah.
So, I would just think of, once again, just like you said, Tiffany, what kind of content are you making? Let that be known in your banner, then let that be known in your about.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay. I like how you're like chat, they just have a conversation with themselves.
Love
it's so nice. Like I'm just reading, I'm like, nobody has questions. They're just talking to each other, getting to know each other. It's great.
This community, Tiffany, I'm telling you, I tell them all the time how thankful I am, because I'll open it up a Q&A. I'm like, hey guys, now's the time to ask. Go ahead. But other than that, I mean, the amount of support people have for each other, and the bonds that people are making with each other.
It's great.
So cool. You guys are all awesome.
Oh, someone asked about my earbuds. They were actually my coolest PR package. I did not even realize I was getting it. But they are the Kygo. He did a collaboration with Excellence. That's the earbuds. They're pretty cool, but they are pretty pricey. I didn't realize it. Like I said, the company just gave them to me. That's the cool thing about being a YouTuber. Establish relationship with companies, and you just get surprise boxes in the mail. So, and this was just a thank you for sharing an Instagram post. So I was like, oh, you're welcome. I'll do more of these.
Gotta love it.
But yeah, so the Kygo Excellence, that's what they are. Kay in the live says she's making changes. I see a lot of people too. You guys are making changes as we're talking. That is proactive, and that's what's going to help you like take off on YouTube.
I'm telling you, Tiffany. I'm telling you.
I'm like, okay, on Friday, my community better come strong. I'm going to be
That is too funny. Yeah, and once again, I want to thank everybody that has come over from Tiffany's channel, taking the time to come and visit. And I just want to say I appreciate you. I know a lot of it's out of support of Tiffany, but I really do hope you guys are enjoying yourselves. And we're going to go ahead and move on to the next one, Tiffany.
Okay.
We're on a roll. We're on a roll.
Okay.
So we have Lixxz NKR, lifestyle and fashion. Go ahead, Tiffany.
So I would say make the pictures a little bit bigger, and then move your Instagram, Twitter off to the side. Again, we don't want to direct people off of YouTube, but I understand that you do want to build your community outside of YouTube. I'm a very big person that I use my Instagram to funnel traffic to YouTube. You know, so I kind of want them there. So just in case anything ever happens to YouTube, I have those backup platforms, which is also a reason why no matter what niche you're in, you should have an email list, because we do not own the platforms that we're creating content on. So, you know, you want to build that list outside of social media platforms, because they can do whatever they want at the end of the day. But yeah, I do like this. I would say drop your name and center it a little bit more. You know, lifestyle and fashion, make sure that's centered, and then just have like the two photos maybe next to each other, just to kind of center it and align it. But I mean, I could tell that's definitely mobile friendly.
Yes.
So that's all I would say.
And, you know, the pictures are kind of light against the light background, so it's just a little kind of like stuff like that. Nothing too crazy. I think, hey, you got a banner created. I'm sure with 21 subscribers, we'll see how many videos you have. But I would just say that I think it's great that you put in the work to get a banner. So good on that. And yeah, just from here on out, from your thumbnails to your videos to your banner to everything, it's just going to be making small improvements.
Yes.
And let us know in the chat too, for everybody that's watching. Let us know what you think. I want to hear from you guys. What do you guys think about this channel? Let's work together and give that good constructive feedback.
While you're scrolling down to her videos, Shards of Gaming said, is a subdomain website worth it? I believe so. I think through Google, you can buy a domain name for $12 a year. You know, and you don't even have to have a website right away, because obviously getting a website, then that is more money. But for someone like me, like navigating YouTube, I wanted to make sure that I was able to claim that name across all social media platforms, so it was consistent. So I purchased the name right away, and I don't even have a website for it. So yeah, definitely do that. But I mean, build that email list. There's ConvertKit, there's ActiveCampaign. There's so many out there, you know, and they're not that expensive. Obviously, if you're building your business, or, you know, YouTube is a business, no matter what anybody says, once you get serious about this. So it is going to be investment into it. So, you know, try to see the investment side of things and definitely do that. But yeah, $12 a year, buy us a domain name. It's totally worth it.
Yeah, agreed. And I use MailChimp, and that's usually a good start off. Kind of reminds me of like Morning Fame when it comes to keyword research.
Oh yeah.
MailChimp for starters, because it is free. And the amount of stuff that you have through MailChimp, check it out. Actually, I don't know if I have a link for that, but either way, go to MailChimp. And because it is free up to, I think it's like 2,000 people. But what you could always do is, you know, build that up and then eventually do your export and move it along to another service if you really wanted to.
And a lot of services, if you're moving your email list over, they'll actually give you a discount because they want customers. And they ask you before, like, you know, do you have an email list? And then they'll be able to give you a discount. And also things like Wix is free. I mean, the URL is not as pretty as if you just purchased the name, but you can go through Wix for free for like a website and, you know, put your content there, talk to them. It's just another way to be found in the Google search engine, which is connected to YouTube as well. So,
yeah, thanks, Tiffany. Every time I'm like, I'm catching up, you know, even for myself, because we're all making improvements, right? And the moment I think, so thank you for that.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, back to the schedule.
Go ahead. Yes. Oh, time's going. All right. So thumbnails. I'll just say I think the newer ones are pretty good. Well, we talk a lot about text, smaller text, or text that's not very readable. I know you know, like these apps, it's kind of a fancy way to put that, but honestly, we want people to be able to read that. So like, thank goodness, like that stuff like that. Like we already mentioned, 2 to 3 word texts. These I can't really read any of them. So, but look, you started a year ago, and it looks like same thing. Took breaks, now you're back. So I think that's fantastic. It's just going to be. I would, for you also, check the link in the description. Get yourself Tubebuddy today, and then that way, because here's the thing, guys. If you're looking, I'm going to break this down. I'm going to do a quick breakdown for everybody. If you were trying to get views on YouTube, you're going to start with your keyword research because that's going to give you your impressions. And then what impressions are, it's just simply when somebody's scrolling and sees your video. Then when we're working on our thumbnails, the thumbnail is going to get the clicks. You could make the best videos in the world, but if nobody's clicking on them, you're not going to be able to gain subscribers. So now when people are actually clicking, and with each video you're improving, throughout time, those videos are going to get better. You're going to start learning, oh, wow, I said that. Why is my retention so bad? We talk about audience retention. And then once your audience retention starts increasing because your videos are just getting better, they're just becoming good, right? We want to make good videos, just like Mr. B says all the time. But that's what it's all about. Get the impressions, get the clicks, improve our videos, which will then improve our watch time. What's going to happen? It's going to lead people to the next video. It's going to lead them to want to click to more videos. And then that's going to give you more suggested videos. YouTube's going to start suggesting your content. But more importantly, people are going to say, wow, this is really good content. And then people are going to hit subscribe, which I know for many of you is the goal. So rather than having subscribers for goals, let's have good content or making those small improvements, because having just a goal of my audience retention's at 20%. All right, how can I get my next video to 30? So it's realizing those errors and improving on them. So I mentioned that because look, Lixxz NKR, eventually you're going to be improving, and all these things are going to get better, but you don't want to neglect that keyword research. And if anything, I hope that you can be more consistent on YouTube. Sorry, I went in.
No, it's good information. And I would just say, I mean, you touched on thumbnails. This is an area I am a little bit more familiar with, is, you know, beauty and stuff. And I can say that that thumbnail style brings me back to like 2014. So you definitely want to make sure you are keeping up with the current trends when you're doing thumbnails, while, you know, still allowing yourself to stand out and put your own style and spin on things.
Great point. Absolutely. So look at your competition, look at somebody that's relevant to your niche. But we talked about keyword research. So October is over. You probably wouldn't type that in. Neither would somebody else. So we mentioned that most of the time in these reviews. So, but yeah, either check out my videos or check out Tiffany's when it comes to Tubebuddy. But either way, make sure you sign up for that. And it is completely free and you can upgrade at a later time. And then fill out as you're figuring out what you want to do on the platform and you're more consistent, or you're talking about lifestyle and fashion, I would definitely take the time because this is often neglected. So fill out your about, and we've covered that already. So good stuff. Good stuff. My dog's chowing on some food. So if you guys hear some.
It's okay. I occasionally hear a mom in the distance. I'm like, just so people know, my husband has my children. I'm not just up here and my kids are just randomly roaming the house.
Same here. I'm like side texting my wife just to make sure everything's okay upstairs.
I know. I'm waiting for they're ready for bed now, but I think we're good. My kids actually, they shouldn't stay up late, but you know.
Oh, I know.
It happens.
I have no idea what the word structure is anymore.
No, you just kind of survive.
Survive.
And then you wake up and do it again. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Scully's House of Thrillers. What's up, man? Thanks so much for coming on in. I appreciate you. Janetti's Corner. We have Eric Day here. Reagan V Films. I see you're back. Unless you've been in here for a while. I've been trying to stay up on this, but hope you guys are still having a good time. And so the next review that we're going to pull up is going to be Zain Shah. And so 4.42 thousand subscribers. It's a clean banner.
Join button. I like that. I'm waiting.
Hey, there it is.
Hey.
There you go, guys.
They just dropped the, I thought it was 5,000. Now they confirmed it. It's right. 5,000 subscribers. You get the membership, but they tested it out on different size channels. So he might have been a test channel.
True.
Oh,
yeah.
the only person tonight. Click here to subscribe.
Yep. So far.
Is it the auto subscribe? Can you click on it?
Let's see.
It's the ultimate test. There it is.
And this is exactly what it'll look like, guys. Cool. All right. So I would say off the bat, also, I don't see the video here. We mentioned that already on a prior channel. So, I mean, with 4.42 thousand subscribers, I would definitely say put your most popular video. I'm sure you have a couple that I'm sure that are even probably recent that are gaining subscribers. So I wouldn't neglect that. And looks like you have quite a few playlists. I'm seeing a lot of purple. But actually, Tiffany, you want to add anything on the banner itself?
I mean, again, just let us know, like, your niche statement. What do you do? Who's your target audience, and what do you do for them? Biggest thing. Because, okay, cool, we know your name, but now what? You know, why should I continue? Why should I click here to subscribe? Why should I join? Why should I continue to scroll down your page and look through your, content? So that's really what your banner is for. Life's Magical Journey said, what's the channel about? See, it's hard. We have to dig into videos. And honestly, the truth is people don't have time anymore. Our brains are just we have an 8-second, I think it is, like, attention span. So if you don't, just like your videos, if you don't grab people's attention in the hook of your video, they're leaving your video. If you don't grab people's attention in the hook or the banner of your channel, they're leaving your channel.
So I put that back in there for anybody that's joining us now. I believe that was what it was. !sub_ confirmation equals 1. So if you just go to your channel, select the share button, hit share, and from there you just add that at the end of your link, and then it'll auto prompt. It'll give you that auto little sign up there for people to subscribe to your channel. So I wanted to make sure you guys all got that in case you're just joining us. Let's go over to the videos. And I could see the keyword research there. And I hope everybody that's here, if you're not doing keyword research, I can almost see the difference right off the bat. 5 proven strategies to get more sales on eBay. 2021. Is that evergreen? No, but is it right now? Absolutely. And now's the time to probably be ending your titles in 2021 early on, especially in the year.
Well, I would definitely say, I mean, that's still evergreen. And next year he could just put 2022. You know how many people I've seen do that? Or it's like 2022 made 3 years ago, you know? So you just keep changing it to,
absolutely,
you know, keep up with the times.
Very true.
But
they're pretty busy.
Yeah, I would guess. I mean, I have to read a lot. I shouldn't have to read this much in your titles because your titles are what I call the scroll stopper because people are just scrolling and then your title grabs the attention and then they're going to read the title. So you don't need to put your title in the thumbnail. But is this investing? That's what I think, right? He's just talking about different investments or like money, making money. Yeah.
Yes, e-commerce, eBay algorithm. So, I mean, he's definitely plucking that, you know, and I think that as far as when we're talking about niching down, I think he's doing a really good job. There's a lot of eBay. But my main thing, I guess, would be converting those viewers into subscribers because there's quite a few views on all these videos. So, which is interesting because like we were talking about, you know, I would definitely say improve on the thumbnails because if you're getting 1.3 thousand views here, I can't imagine if they were simplified. And I think you'd probably double your views. But that's what we're saying for everybody here too. When you're looking at your click-through rate, and if your click-through rate is say 2%, and ideally, I mean, this is me, Tiffany. I mean, when I'm looking at click-through rates, average 5%. But the goal would be say 10%. That's usually what I'm looking at here. So, but if you can take your click-through rate from 2% and you up it to 4%, if you really think about it, you're almost doubling your views. So your thumbnails, everybody knows that's part of this channel. I always use the words crucial and important a lot, but you know, improving on those thumbnails definitely will make a big difference for your channel. Anything else on this, Tiffany?
No, I mean, I think that's the biggest thing, especially because you're getting views. I saw, you know, overall you have over 200,000 views in the last 30 days. You have 40, which is really good. You know, so it's just make sure those thumbnails grab people's attention. Look at your CTR, you know, and compare it. If you have videos on the same topic and you use 2 different thumbnail styles, like that's the only way, honestly, you can see what's working for your channel. Is kind of test it out. Or in Tubebuddy, there's the A/B testing. So I run that all the time. You know, I make variations and I want to see which one gets the better clicks because ultimately the one with more clicks gets me more views. So
absolutely. And then 10 months ago, Tiffany, I wanted to mention that 10 months ago.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, that really amazing. So I would have to say,
we need to get into the finance niche.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Money talks,
right?
And when we're looking at your growth in 10 months, more than impressive. But you looks like you then in 10 months you've converted that into 4.42 thousand subscribers. So the amount of views you are getting is great. Converting that into subscribers in 10 months, I don't even care. Great. But let's improve that. Let's get you to 10. And those thumbnails, I think if you can continue getting those views and converting people, you're going to get next year, you could be probably at 15,000 subscribers, honestly, if you're getting this growth in 10 months. And if you're maintaining these views here, because that's really impressive. So I would say by next year, probably looking at the end of 2022, probably, 10,000 subscribers, probably. But if you're as consistent as you're staying, because that's really good growth in 10 months. So clap emoji for Zain, because that's really good.
And he talks UK. So that's something where you can put, because that obviously is different than US. So in your banner again, you know, you can talk about investing in UK or, you know, YouTube, Amazon, eBay, and UK, whatever it is, you know, that's your value right there is UK.
Great eye catch on that, because that, talk about niching down.
Mm-hmm.
That's even more. You're talking YouTube UK, Amazon UK, and eBay UK. I would highly suggest you do exactly what Tiffany said and put that in your banner.
Yeah.
And then I am based in the UK, but yeah, I would say, once again, if you're looking for eBay, Amazon, and Shopify in the UK, like, I got you covered. Like,
yep. Or even just like make money on eBay, Amazon, Shopify in the UK.
yes,
There you go.
Yes.
That's because people are putting how to make money on. So,
right.
you know, yeah.
Cool. So Zain, hope you enjoyed that, man, and congrats on your journey so far.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep doing what you're doing.
Okay, quick question. I actually couldn't answer this because I've never used Streamlabs. I'm not sure if you have.
I have Streamlabs OBS.
Yeah, so somebody, oh, is that what Streamlabs is? Oh, then I could answer this. Streamyard is definitely easier. Somebody asked if Streamyard or Streamlabs easier or better.
Well, there's two of them. So we have Streamlabs Melon, which is a live streaming service, and then we have Streamlabs OBS. But if somebody's wondering right now, I switched from Streamlabs Melon over to Streamyard. And one of my favorite features is just going ahead and doing this and pulling up somebody's comments. I know we're moving through the reviews a lot, so I haven't been doing a lot of that. But it's one of my favorite things. And it kind of just catches your eyes and keeps the flow going. But I was just having a lot of problems with connections. And it's a newer software. The thing is that Streamlabs Melon is actually cheaper. But what StreamYard is able to do is just way more available there. So Streamlabs OBS, now if you're looking at OBS, any type of OBS, regular OBS or Streamlabs OBS, that's pretty heavy on your computer. So if you were to honestly ask me, look, I'm looking to do interviews like you guys are doing or streaming with other YouTubers, I would suggest StreamYard. And if you are looking to game, then yeah, of course you're going to look at Streamlabs OBS or regular OBS, but it's just really heavy on the CPU. So StreamYard,
I only use OBS just to like screen capture and do like those.
Yeah.
And honestly, like this was just easier for me. Like StreamYard, like and that's how I found StreamYard. I was supposed to be doing a live stream and I just wanted to connect through something else. And everyone was telling me OBS and I was like, I can't figure it out right now. Like I don't have the time to learn it. I just need something fast. And I fell in love with the way StreamYards work. So
we could put things like that at the top. I mean, there's a lot of different options. But yes, StreamYard, there is a free version. So if you're interested in StreamYard, click the link down in the description, get yourself, just like navigating YouTube, Tiffany stated, it is free. But you can upgrade because I believe there's only so much time you can go live. And you can't also do your own custom logo, but you will have theirs. So there's different things like that. But still, if you don't have anything yet, get yourself StreamYard. People use Restream. I think it's another great service. A lot of these are very similar. You're going to see a lot of similarities. I have looked into all of them, and I just kept finding myself just falling right back into StreamYard. So hope that answers everybody's question on that. For the next channel we have is Velidomi. Was there another question that we had, Tiffany?
No, I was just making sure, but I think they were answering each other.
Okay.
Yeah, they're good.
Cool. Yeah, ask away, guys. If anybody has any type of questions, please let us know, and we will do our best to cover them, even though we're doing these reviews. And in between, it'll be a great opportunity for us to help you guys out. Misunderstood. Hello, I see you in the chat. Thank you for joining.
You know how much you paid for StreamYard right off the bat?
How much I paid for StreamYard?
Yeah, I know. I just upgraded, but I can't remember the price.
I believe.
Oh, here it is. $25 a month.
25. Yeah.
Yeah. So there is a free version, like you said before, or you can upgrade and for $25 a month, and then or pay for the year, and I think you save like 10% or something like that.
Yes. All right, you ready to go, Tiff? You ready for the next one? All right, here we go. So we have Velidomi and showing love for Valentine's Day. All right. So I think with the banner, I think that we can do I would still do something for your channel, whatever your channel is about. in your banner, but then still show love for Valentine's Day at the same time because you're not a Valentine's Day channel. But Tiffany, go ahead.
No, I agree. I wouldn't change because I mean now you're changing this every single month. You know, or yeah, and again, this isn't even mobile friendly, so your viewers are probably just going to see like tines. Maybe think like that's your name or whatever it is. You know, if you want to change your background, like you mentioned, to like the hearts, but then keep everything else the same, definitely do that. But the most important thing is just your banner is there to let your viewers know exactly who you make content for and what you make content about. You know, it is your storefront. It is, you know, the reason that people are going to continue to scroll down or subscribe. So really want that information there.
Yeah, absolutely. And I believe, I know for a fact I have a link for, and I'm just letting you guys know this because if you don't know, you don't know. Okay, I'm not just trying to sell you guys a bunch of stuff. But in the description, I also have a link for Fiverr. If you're not familiar with Fiverr, it's been a godsend for me in my YouTube journey. Not so much for thumbnails. I've tried it recently with some newer thumbnails. I wouldn't actually suggest that because you're gonna have so many videos. But when we're looking at banners, you can get banners off of Fiverr for like $5. And there's a discount for your first purchase if you use my link in the description. But Fiverr is just, there's just so many people out there that are willing to do it for cheap just so they can rank up in Fiverr. Take advantage of that. Look at the work that they've done. And I would say when you're in Fiverr, look stuff up based off of the creators. So I always like to start with the best creators, see what kind of, how much they're charging, to kind of work my way down. But if you have no artistic ability like me, I think I spent $35 on my banner and my logo. So they're there in Fiverr. You just got to take advantage. So if you're looking for anything like that, I would suggest that too. All right. So it looks like we're getting into food. Okay. So it looks like this is Spanish as well. Okay. So, and I think it was kind of like how you were mentioning before about playlists. Looks like there's, okay, never mind. All right, so looks like you got started. Oh, sorry, guys.
Like what, a month ago? 2 months ago?
Yep, so 3 months ago,
okay.
Took a month off and came back strong, so good.
But they're doing all shorts.
Yeah, I see that too.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of hard because here's the thing. Yes, shorts is a good way and it's the next trend on YouTube. And honestly, you'll notice YouTube just picks up the most popular features of other things. You know, this came about because of TikTok, and then Instagram did it. That's why YouTube has stories, because Instagram, you know, has stories. But if you are looking to get into the YouTube Partner Program, shorts is not the way to go because you can't monetize shorts, plain and simple. So if you are doing it to aid and funnel traffic to your YouTube channel, that's great. But have that established evergreen content there that you can monetize. But if you're just having a full shorts channel, there's no point. That's just, you know, just wasting time because it's either going to be beneficial and a moneymaker for you or the most expensive hobby you'll ever get into. That's how YouTube works. So.
Yeah, I've gotten that question quite often is, should I create a shorts channel? And I mean, honestly, if you're going to do it to build off of your current channel, I mean, maybe give it a shot, but I think it's good. I think shorts are beneficial, especially if you're keeping it within your niche and you're still bringing in the same type of creators, but to say just do shorts, and it looks like you did a regular video here, which is good. But yeah, I mean, YouTube, mainly, we've mentioned this already, but YouTube is a search engine. And we want to turn our channels into businesses, the sooner the better. Like that for sure. Now, if you don't care about none of that stuff, you're just like, I just want to post videos. Well, that's fine. But if you want to make money on YouTube, the sooner that you turn your channel into a business, the better. Now, your channel is not necessarily the business. YouTube can cut your channel out at any time. We've already told you about utilizing yourself a mailing list, and you can sign up to mine in the description too. But look, I have to agree here. I would start looking at posting regular content as well. If you want to keep posting shorts, that's fine. But really start looking at making regular videos.
And that's, I mean, Eric did say you can't monetize shorts yet, and that's true. You know, they are talking about, I mean, one, it's not even in the US technically. Shorts is only officially launched in India. And there's just a way for us to get around it. That's why you'll see hashtag shorts, but there's no shorts camera. So it's still in beta, and we don't know. And when something's in beta, they're testing it. So they can either next year decide, okay, we're just getting rid of shorts. It's not worth it. Yes, we will monetize shorts. No, we're not going to monetize shorts. We're just going to keep it on the shelf and in stories. You know, we just never know. So don't put all of your energy into only one area of the platform, you know, especially when you know that making regular evergreen content that ranks in search and brings in subscribers, that's the way to go to build your channel.
Yeah, and I know the one thing with shorts that came out is, wait, hold on, I'm a little confused here. Hold on. Okay, yeah, these are all in Spanish too. Okay. Well, I would say the one thing about shorts that that I've noticed is, or I've heard of, is that if somebody views your shorts off of your channel, then that watch time can count. That will say go towards monetization. Now, when it's in the shorts shelf, then no, it doesn't. None of that will count. Now, you can gain subscribers from that and be hopeful that they'll watch your other videos. But if somebody, say, clicks on your channel and then watches those shorts, then that will count. That watch time would count. So, but if we're making shorts, that I don't think that's the goal is. I'm going to get people to my channel and then they're going to watch shorts. Like, no. That's not what we're trying to do. And I don't find that to be beneficial at all, which in my opinion, then makes a shorts channel then non-beneficial in my opinion too. So,
and I think vidIQ tested out a shorts channel.
Yes,
I don't think they did anything with it recently, right? They were like, oh, but that's vidIQ, they do test. And you know, that's what our channels are here for. We do the case studies, so we can tell you, yes, spend time on this, or it's a waste of time, you know? But Red Dirt Picker asked a question. So when you select a long tail keyword, how many times should you repeat it in between your title description and your keywords? So, I mean, I don't know how you do it. I know for me, I actually have an initial keyword that I'm targeting, which is usually a more broad. So for example, like get more views on YouTube. And then I have a long tail, which is like get more views on YouTube using Tubebuddy. So I just want to lower that competition a little bit more. So in my title, it's only said the one time, but then in my description, I try to repeat my long tail keyword at least 7 times, but not even together. It can be broken up. So how to get more, you know, views on YouTube using Tubebuddy. Today, I'm going to show you how to use Tubebuddy to, you know, maximize your views, and just kind of split it up at least 7 times. And then again, in your tags, the same thing. So have that initial, how to get more views on YouTube, how to get views on YouTube, and then get views on YouTube using Tubebuddy. You know, however, just think about how is the person searching for my video, and that's how it wants to, like, that's what your tags are for.
Yeah, what I love to do too is with Tubebuddy is when you're filling out your tags and it's letting you know your top ranked tags. That's another one too. So you have your main title, and then when you're putting that in, trying to figure out what tags to use, and it's letting you know the top ranked ones, just make sure they're still relevant. But a lot of times I like to use those too in my description. So sometimes I'll even copy and paste those, and I'll say, okay, how can I fit these in with it still sounding like a normal flow in a paragraph? And I'm like, okay, maybe I can't use so many of these, but that's another great one too. Sweet Escape, hi, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. How are you doing tonight? But yeah, I think that's definitely a great thing that you said is don't do a long tail keyword search term right off the bat. That's doing yourself a disservice. Start very general and then see what's being searched on YouTube and see what Tubebuddy even suggests, and then play around with your long tail keyword from there. Switch some words around and go from there. That's what I would say.
Yeah, so I hope that answered. Who said that again? I forgot.
I think that was Red Dirt Picker, right?
Yeah, Red Dirt Picker. Hope that answered your question. Oh, he had a. Is it effective to have first word lowercase and or caps in keywords? That honestly is personal preference. I've seen people do their long tail keyword all caps and then their secondary, you know, not capped. I personally just do the first letter of every word capped because it just flows better. It's kind of like, you know, movie titles, things like that. I've seen people do their entire title capped. So it just that doesn't have anything to do with YouTube, you know, picking up your video or not. That's just personal preference.
Yeah, but you can use certain words that could stand out. Amazing, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
So you can do that. And sometimes I guess you can make that caps because that word amazing will kind of stand out to you. Mm-hmm. But if you're making everything caps, or like for me, sometimes I like to use word free for these reviews. So, you know, like free kind of stands out. So I'm like, I'll make it free, but you don't have to do that.
Yeah.
Reagan V Films, have a good night, brother. Thank you so much for coming on in. Good luck with your rendering, and I appreciate you. The next review we're going to pull up, Tiffany's going to be Game Fever Online. This will be a quick one. We are going to be looking specifically at the About section. So
okay.
Made some changes to the About. So let's go ahead and do that. And so I've reviewed this one a few times, but I love to show off, like we said, the differences, the changes. So hey guys, and welcome to Game Fever Online. My name is Tim, and I'm a retro gamer from Puerto Rico. In this channel, I mostly play Mega Man Maker, but I plan to casually play new games and to speed run some Nintendo games and friends. I hope you enjoy it. If you do, don't forget to subscribe and share the videos with more people to help reach out. Yeah, so Tiffany's already mentioned it. So to add to this Game Fever Online, I would go ahead and then put them keywords in the beginning of this, because kind of go into like who you are and all that stuff. So welcome to Game Fever Online. Bam, what is exactly Game Fever Online about? And then we can get into my name is Tim, so on and so forth. So that's what I would say.
Yeah, I mean, you can even, I would keep that the way it is. I think it's really nice. I would just move it down, and above that, just have those keywords. So you can even say calling all retro gaming lovers, or, you know, whatever it is, something like that. But I mean, that looks nice. So it's just adding that little extra to rank and search.
For sure. All right, Game Fever Online, great job on making improvements, and I'm happy to see that you're continuously working on that. So awesome.
The striker just said 2 hours in. He's been here from the beginning. I didn't even realize we've been here for 2 hours.
Welcome to the channel,
Tiffany.
Tiffany.
Like it. I know. And this is, we can, I guess, talk about that. If you can talk about a subject like this for 2 hours and not feel like that, you're in the right niche. I love it. And I can honestly say that was one of the reasons why, you know, I kind of stepped away from my motherhood channel, is because it became harder to talk about the subject consistently. You know, and that's when I knew, like, okay, I've done everything I can with this channel, and it's time to move on, because, you know, obviously I have a passion for something else. But do I regret starting with that channel? No, because I would not be here without going through that process. So sometimes you need to start in one niche to find your actual niche, but just make sure you're passionate about it, because people will feel that, and that's what draws people in to subscribe to you.
100%. Yeah, I either one, and my wife she's so good about this stuff, about, you know, try to keep these kids busy or try to get them to sleep or whatever. But I have so much fun. Like, I can't wait for these. And I know a lot of people are like, hey man, this isn't for 3 days. Like, can we just do it today? Like I love that. And on that note, and I want to thank everybody that has been here from the beginning. And if you're just joining now, thank you too. And make sure you hit that like button if you're getting value out of this, and if you're having a good time. Don't forget to subscribe. Click that bell so you don't miss future videos. And if you're just coming in, this is Tiffany Day. She has an amazing channel on YouTube Growth. So make sure you guys subscribe, watch some videos, amazing content. And that's why I have her here. And the striker, you mentioned how you've been here since the beginning. So you know what? It's ironic because your channel is actually next. So let's go ahead and pull up the striker. 147. So I'll let you start this one off, Tiffany.
I like the banner. It's just a little hard to read the white against the blue and like lighter colors in the middle. That's the only thing I would say. So I don't know if you can like maybe do like a drop shadow or something that really pulls away from the background a little bit more. But yeah, I think this is unique. I mean, he has subscribed for gaming content. So boom, like he doesn't even just tell you subscribe here. It's like subscribe for gaming content, you know, right away. So I do like that, you know, and it's first. So yeah, really good.
You know what I think would be really cool is these are like frequency waves. And I think it'd be really cool if they went from here and stopped on the 7 here, and like up here is erased.
Oh.
So like it's coming
a part
off
of the frequency.
Yeah, so it starts here, ends there, but here would still maintain that black or whatever, but that would make this stand out. And I think having those colors on the left and right, I think that'd be pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, so we know we're getting into gaming content, so we don't have to ask what your channel's about.
Yeah, absolutely. Got Star Wars Battlefront 2. Popular uploads.
How long's he been on YouTube?
Let's see here. We have 1 year ago, and it looks like took a few months off, but ever since then looks to be pretty consistent. 7 months, 4 months, 3 months. So yeah, and then came back and has been posting. So
yeah, so I'm just curious too. I mean, you're getting views, but you're not converting the subscribers because you're only at 100.
Right.
But all your videos have over 100. So what that tells me is you're reaching outside of your subscriber base, but you're just not giving them a reason to commit to your channel and come back for more. And that could be, you're kind of doing videos on a couple of different games. That's the main thing. We talked about that before in the gaming niche. They kind of subscribe for that game. That person is currently playing that game, and so they want to follow you. I mean, when I played video games, I was big into Batman, and I was constantly on one person's channel when I would get stuck because he had walkthroughs, and I just needed to pass that. And I knew his channel went through the game I was on, and so I was like, okay, I'm on this, So that's kind of where you have to think, like, why are people subscribing? And that's one of the reasons.
Absolutely. All right, so let's go ahead and yeah, when we're looking at content, I definitely agree with that. Being known for something, that goes for any niche, really. But I know that there's a lot of gamers that disagree with my comment on that, and that's okay. That's fine. Everybody has their own journey. But for instance, if I'm talking about YouTube growth and I'm here and I'm there and I'm here and I'm there, it's the same thing. And like how to gain 100,000 subscribers, you'd be like, well, not really. Why are you? You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't really make a lot of sense. So I think what my personal opinion is I'm in agreement with you, is picking a game, becoming known for something, and then on your off time, play all the games you really want and then enjoy that. But when you're coming to YouTube, and then when you do switch games, try to keep it relatively similar to that. So keep it similar to that game. So if you're doing Call of Duty, the next game may be Battlefield. And for a lot of people that do the channel reviews, I know that I'm repeating myself, but it's for a lot of people that are just coming in and may not have been here before. So just be aware of that too.
Yeah, or you can stick to things like all you do is first-person shooter games or RPG games, or even things like that, so people know, like, okay, this is a go-to channel for the RPG games.
Agreed. I would expand your playlists. So I mean, you had a bunch of videos, so I would create more playlists. Which would then make your home a lot more enjoyable for new viewers to come, and hopefully get them to start clicking and converting them to subscribers. And and this is my personal opinion too. I'm not a big fan of like asking people to subscribe. I'm big on call of action. So rather, even in a video or a live stream, if I said, hey, guys, if you would like to, subscribing would probably be a good idea. You're probably like, okay, well then I just won't. But if you start these off once again with your keyword research, go into why they should subscribe. If you enjoy this, and this, because then we kind of get into, it's kind of like reverse almost in this description. Welcome to Striker 147 channel, where we spread positivity through gaming. There it is, and just having fun in general. Okay, cool. And then you kind of go a little bit more. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss future videos. It could be as simple as that, really. Or if you enjoy blah blah blah. And
or even talk about your community, because I mean, talk about spread positivity. So if you like a positive community that plays these games, subscribe.
Yes. Cool. All right. So for the next one we have up, we're doing pretty good. Could definitely say we won't be able to get through everybody tonight. I have no doubt in that. We've been pushing through. and we'll do a few more. We'll do a few more. And so let's see here. So with this, started making short videos. Okay, so AliFatCat shows up and makes improvements. So we'll go ahead and pull up AliFatCat real quick. And it looks like AliFatCat started doing short videos. So cool, we can do this real quick. And I'm just interested. So AliFatCat, is that a, oh, okay, I see.
She actually just left the stream. Like.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I think, because before I always mentioned that with like the videos, I felt like were just geared towards shorts. I mean, the videos were already 16 seconds, 15 seconds as it was, but they're just not shorts. So I was like, man, oh man, if you were to make those shorts, I can't imagine. I mean, your channel is pretty much actually made for like a YouTube Shorts channel.
Yeah.
So, but to turn those into shorts, I was just very interested to see the difference. So I would just say, AliFatCat, yeah, next time we pull you up, just continue to make those improvements. Let me know how they're working out for you. And that way I can pull you up at a later time once you do that. So let me know after if you're watching this back on replay, let me know after a while how those shorts work for you. But I would still try to expand on those longer videos and while doing the shorts. But I think that with your type of content, it's perfectly made for shorts. So
yeah, and just make sure too with your shorts, you have I'm assuming this is all gaming, right? Yeah, so put the game again. That's like the most important thing, you guys. Like in the gaming community, you have to put the game, to get some type of traction. You can't, my favorite dance in what, and you have to think like YouTube reaches that out to everywhere. So if there's a dance that's trending, now you're not competing with, Fortnite or, whatever the game is. You're competing with dancers and things like that aren't even in your niche. And that's who YouTube is serving your content to, is people who like watching dance videos, and they're going to see yours and say, I didn't want a game, and they're going to skip over it. So putting the game is so important.
For sure. Yeah. And I know that AliFatCat mainly does the dancing with the emotes, but, I see Unreal Chill Music Pack and Fortnite and all this other stuff. But pretty much every single thing you do is Fortnite related. So, I mean, I don't know if I mentioned this to you before, AliFatCat, but just maybe putting that in the banner somewhere, because, I mean, it's a cute banner. But the fact that it's like you see this banner, and I don't know if I'm supposed to expect like Tokyo or, you know what I mean, like anime or, something like that, because it kind of has like that feel. And then next thing I know, it's just all emotes. I would never ever guess that. So that would be, I guess, additional feedback. All right, so moving on, we have let's see, CM Music Station, and songs I play on piano, tutorials about specific topics. Okay. All right, interesting. Oh, interesting. Hold on. Yeah, I guess I shouldn't type in their Gmail into the search. Makes sense. All right. All right, so we have 57 subscribers. Music is life, music is love, everything. All right, well, nice. Then I'm definitely going to assume that this is going to be playing music or singing. So I think that's loud and clear. And I think made for mobile. Go ahead, Tiffany.
Yeah, and I mean, this is something that you can tell where their niche is, because yes, he's talking about music, but the photos let me know, like, okay, it's most likely piano. So yeah, I think that it's a great banner to start off with. Like I said, you created a banner and it's clear what it is. I would just say, yeah, over time, just keep rethinking about how you can improve on it. Because the middle part, like you have the two photos, but the part like the background doesn't really, I feel like, add any value. So consider maybe in the future erasing the background for the piano even yourself. And then over on the left-hand side, same thing. And just maybe picking one of them. You can use that. I don't know. I think there's some things that you could probably take the time and make
make those improvements on. But for a startup banner, I don't think it's too bad. And then also consider this too, when I'm looking at it here on the computer, the Y is kind of cut off, and so is the top of this. So.
Yeah. And then I'd have to assume that, are you doing this for business? Like, is your YouTube channel a funnel into you doing like
yes,
classes or teaching, or because that's kind of the feel I get when I see CMMS, which is, you know, CM Music Station, and then I see that you're linking directly to Facebook. And if that's the case, building an email list is so important, and that's where, you know, you should have in your links is like a email list builder, maybe an opt-in, maybe a lesson, or you know, how to read, like simple how to read music or something like that, if that's what your goal is.
Yeah, and CM Music, I don't know if you were in this live stream, because I don't think I seen CM Music in the stream, but in case you missed it with the other stream, with the other channels, make this a subscribe button. That way we can really grow your channel. But if you're mainly on Facebook, then go ahead and keep this. But if you're looking to actually grow YouTube, you're going to want this to be your subscribe, your actual link to your channel. And but yeah, I would definitely turn that into subscribe. But let's go ahead and look at the uploads themselves, see how many videos we have. Check out these thumbnails. The first thing that stands out to me is going to be the text. It's kind of hard. It's definitely hard to read. They're kind of busy. It's like a busy picture that doesn't even need, like this one right here, probably doesn't even need all that small text. Mm-hmm. Even here, love and friendship. So I would just say keep working on your thumbnails and keep improving on them. You want to add something to that, Tiffany?
No, I totally agree. And then when it comes to your, I'm trying to see if there's like a thumbnail we can use as an example, but they all have, I mean, the first one is good as far as the picture, but then you can't.
This one right here?
With the piano, yeah, but then you can't read the text.
Yeah, I wouldn't even
because of, yeah. But with the titles, you're using CMMS first. Again, if you are an instructor or you have a course, or people are actually searching your name, it makes sense to put it first. But realistically, I even say this: no one's searching navigating YouTube on YouTube. They're searching how to grow on YouTube. So it does make sense for me to put my channel name in front of the keyword for the video I'm trying to rank in.
Right.
So yeah, that's the only other thing.
Yep. Agreed. So keep working on improving those thumbnails, and I would get rid of CMMS for sure. Mm-hmm. And but unless this is specifically for certain people, or you're just like you were mentioning, or I don't know, if you're really looking for YouTube growth, get rid of it for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. Or unless you want to put it on the back end, but as smaller channels, as growing channels, this channel 5 years ago, and if I was to really say it, I would say consistency, because it's going to be hard for you to, it's going to be practically impossible for you to grow if you're posting once every year. So you posted the last time, it looks like 11 months ago. So if you're looking for YouTube growth, it's not going to happen. And I would just say once a week if you can. If you really can't do that, maybe once every 2 weeks. But I think once every year isn't going to work. But obviously, if you're looking for a channel review, that probably means, hey, okay, how can I improve on what I've already done? I'm probably looking to come on to YouTube and be here a lot more. So if that's the case, then look at posting once a week and look on improving those thumbnails, keyword research, all that. I have plenty of videos for that, and so does Tiffany.
Yes.
It does look like you have some playlists, but welcome to CM Music Station. This is a channel that promotes piano music of all genres and periods. I'll upload videos regularly of my musical interpretations and piano and its activities. Music. So subscribe to this channel because it's totally free. Yeah, I would. I mean, honestly, that's not a bad description at all. I would just fix the ending, honestly.
Yeah, and if you're gonna say I upload regularly, you have to commit to that promise.
Oh yeah, kind of.
You haven't posted in 11 months. People are gonna look at this and be like, "No, you don't," and then they're gonna leave.
Very true. Very true. But that's another thing too. If you guys are stopping, and if you're not, I think we're going to, let's see. We have many more channels. Let's do one more, Tiffany. Let's do one more.
Okay.
This will be our last review for the night. And like I said, anybody that was looking to still get a review, I'm going to save you in the queue, and we're going to continue on forward with these next week. So the next one will be Loochi's lifestyle. So let me know what you think, Tiffany.
So this is very much in my space. Cleaning, organizing, mom life. I do like this. The only thing is I would ask what software, or, you know, what did you use to make your banner? And then just make sure you're using the right size. So if you go to Canva, is it 1280 by 720?
720.
Right? I'm like, I don't want to say it wrong. Let's see. Honestly, if you guys use Canva, use the search bar, and all you have to do is type in YouTube channel art, and it comes up. Oh, we were way off. 2560 by 1440.
1440, yeah.
Thumbnails are 1280 by 720.
Yeah.
So yeah, knowing the frame ratio, it's like so important, because this is small, and although it is mobile friendly, it's going to be too small for mobile, because you've centered it for mobile, but then you didn't use the right size, so now it's just even smaller. So you want it to fill up the entire area. You know, and of course, make sure that you have your links. And then again, yes, you put your niche. That's great, cleaning, organizing, mom life, but that doesn't tell me much. And coming from this niche, I know it's saturated, and you have to stand out. So, you know, why should I click on your cleaning video versus Brianna K's cleaning video, who has like 500,000 subscribers, you know? So if you want to stand out against the crowd, you have to do something that's different.
Yeah. And don't ever let that deter you either. So on the reverse side of that, don't be afraid to make a new channel, because, like, for instance, there's video influencers, Brian G. Johnson. I mean, you name it. There's so many of them out there. Like, I'm not going to let that deter me from not creating my own channel and having my own YouTube journey. But yes, same thing for me. Like, what can I do, I guess, to stand out? It goes for all of us. So just don't let that deter you from not creating a channel. So Loochi's lifestyle, it's great that you're doing that. But I do agree, it's just going to be taking that to the next step of being different, being yourself, capitalizing on that, and finding ways to stand out. Yeah, for sure. And yeah, I don't see a video here, so I would once again go into your customization on YouTube and pick one of your best performing videos and put it there.
I mean, and then I could tell right off the bat, I mean, the cleaning niche is about as saturated as the gaming niche. It's crazy. You wouldn't even think of it, but there's a lot of people, and there's a lot of people who watch. Like, there's cleaning channels or videos with like millions of views. So the fact that you are a smaller channel, which you had about 100, right?
Yeah, a little over 100.
Yeah, so yeah, so you have 138, and you're getting views on cleaning videos, you know, of 189, 200. That's a good sign. You know, and I would definitely say, if you're on here for cleaning and organizing, do not throw in mom vlogs right away. It's going to hurt your growth, and you need to focus on the cleaning part of it, the organizing part of it. And then as you grow, then you can start to throw in the mom life vlogs, the, you know, shopping or the grocery hauls, because that's usually the homemaking side of the niche of it.
Interesting. So niche down. That's why I'm happy you're here, Tiffany.
Yeah. Yeah. And then definitely you have busy mom of 2. That's great. But that's not what people are looking for when they click on cleaning. So definitely do that last. If it's a nap time, so you could do like nap time clean with me. People look for that. Yeah, this is like my bread and butter niche. I understand this fully.
No, everything you're saying, it makes a lot of sense. And, you know, it's pretty much the same thing that could be applied for many other channels. But I mean, I think you're right when we're looking at busy mom of 2. Like, would you type that in? So if you're looking, just think of the biggest thing for this is just think in the eyes of the viewer. And think of yourself, even just how naturally you type in things. You're like, oh, I'm so stressed. Am I the only one? You know, and but you're looking for those tips on how to do this. Like, look at this evening tidy up routine, clean with me. Like, so if I was the individual that's looking for how to just get through this, I wouldn't type in clean with me. So, you know, I don't know. I mean, maybe you know that a lot better than me, Tiffany, but, you know, how to, I don't know if this is something, tidy up, or how to come up with a tidy, how to, what's the word I'm looking for?
How to like tidy up your living room or
whatever.
Like, yeah.
How to tidy up and see what comes up. Yeah.
Right there in her next video, it says how to clean your stinky sink, 1.1 thousand views.
Yeah.
Because people are putting that into search, how to, you know, how to clean my sink, how to clean out my garbage disposal, whatever it is. And I know Clean With Me, if you do look it up on Tubebuddy, it is going to say that it's search. But the people who are searching for that, they are searching for the YouTubers that they normally watch. So the Lovelies, the Tiffany Beastons, the Brianna Kays. So because they're kind of the ones that set the tone for Clean With Me videos, they kind of like, I'm not saying they're the very first, you know, cleaning channels, but they're the ones that kind of got Clean With Me to be big. And they're the ones that are always going to rank in search. I can type in Clean With Me, and I know for a fact Brianna K is going to show up, and she's going to have a video that was like 2 years old. You know, and that's how it is. That's because, you know, those are evergreen content. So yeah, you definitely have to stick with the how to do it. So how to clean my carpet, how to clean my couch, how, you know, those type of things to start to blow up your channel.
And it doesn't, you know, so many people are talking about get your videos ranked, get your videos ranked. I mean, honestly, you want to just make better videos because so you can show up and suggest it. I mean, that's where I really, that's, to me, that's like where the money is. That's where we look at Catherine Manning and things of that, you know, people like that where we really just explode. But I mean, it is good to rank. But for instance, just answering people's questions, you know, that's going to be your value. And a lot of these, once again, like we mentioned, even in our niche, when somebody's typing in how to, a lot of times Nick Neiman's going to show up. So it's just a good example of that. We can apply it here, but it's not always necessarily about standing out. It's just answering people's questions. Go to those other channels. What questions aren't they answering? What are people asking? Look at the chats. Read the chats. You can either answer people, give people an answer, or that's going to give you great ideas for future topics.
Yep. And then just make sure too, you know, don't do the text thumbnail like that. That's like, remember the Windows 2010 videos? Like, you know, with these, if you look at the top videos in search, they're always like the pretty kitchens, or, you know, either a super, like a before and after, like a super dirty looking kitchen or sink, and then a super sparkly, you know, you know, make them as bright as possible. Yep.
Yes.
So yeah, definitely look at those.
So we're looking at investments. I mean, I'm not telling you to invest right now, but just in the future, you know, just having, even if it's a ring light, some type of nice lighting to really set the mood, even for your, you know, how it looks afterwards, and just really capture somebody's attention. Like, wow, that looks really nice, you know? So,
or if you can't invest into that, look up on YouTube, like whatever editing software, look how to fix your white balance. That's like the easiest way to get rid of that yellow. I've had to do that. We have a lot of like yellow tone lights in our house. And so that was the first thing I had to learn, is how to get rid of that yellowness in my videos until I could, you know, get the lighting that I actually needed.
Amazing tips, amazing tips. Playlists, I would definitely say just create yourself some playlists. And for your about, go ahead and create your about. And I know you've been hanging around this live stream, Loochi's Lifestyle, so I won't really dabble into that too much. But I hope you enjoyed that review. Man, this was a lot of fun, Tiffany. And you know, I love doing this, and I think I can't really begin to explain how helpful it was to have you here with me today. I hope everybody in the live stream had a lot of fun too. And before you guys leave, make sure you smash that subscribe button, click that bell if you're new here. Please hit the like if you got value out of this. Any closing thoughts, Tiffany? Any last words?
No, I can just say, like, I am so impressed. I have been on YouTube for 3 years. I have been to, you know, vidIQs and all of those, you know, live streams and stuff. And I have never seen a community like yours. Like, just the positivity and the chat and you guys talking to each other, like you are building such a strong community. So I have to say bravo. And also thank you so much for having me, you know, reaching out the very first time, me stumbling across your channel. Like I can't wait to see your channel blow up too. I mean, it happened once. You have a video with 10,000 views in like a couple of days. So there's more of those there. But yeah, guys, just continue to be consistent, you know, really niche down and find your area. And don't worry about too much of being just like that YouTuber who is big. Think about how you can be different, you know? Again, one of the things that I did is not only did I say like, okay, I'm gonna rank in search, but I really speak to the lifestyle niche, which is the reason why I started this channel, because I felt like YouTube growth channels don't talk to the lifestyle niche enough. You know, as a person in that niche, in the motherhood community and stuff, the tips didn't always work for me. And so I just felt like that community needed someone. So be the person that your community needs, basically.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I appreciate that. And that's why we give too much value. That's the plan.
Yeah.
is give as much value as we possibly can. And that should go for everybody else that's in the chat. If you're watching this on replay, I just want to thank you also for watching this video on the replay. And for anybody that is wondering if your channel did not get reviewed, I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I review that next week. Tiffany, you're always welcome to come back and do reviews. I had too much fun with this. So you are always welcome here. And last but not least, I just want to tell people, if you're sick of all the BS you're seeing on YouTube, look, sorry, I'm not going anywhere. I'll see you guys in the next video.